we're rolling on a Yacht Rock Friday. Middays with Marks, 97.5, The Fanatic. John Marks. Good morning to everybody listening on the radio. Hello. The 97.5, The Fanatic app. Download it. It's amazing. Good morning. And everybody watching live on YouTube, you can watch live every day with John and Sean and Ray on YouTube. Subscribe to 97.5 The Fanatic. I have a brand new Philly baseball talk that I recorded last night that is out and about. So check that out. Just make sure you subscribe, listen, or watch us live every day. And you can listen on demand wherever you get your podcasts. You can watch on demand on YouTube. There's lots of ways to consume our content as we say good morning to Mr. Ray Dunn. Happy Friday, Ray.
Oh, happy Friday, Johnny. How are you today?
Hey, Ray.
I'm mad and I'm annoyed, and we'll talk about why in a second.
All right.
And you are too.
I'm livid.
I am too, which makes me very happy. And we say good morning to Sean Bray. Sean, hi.
I guess the happy guy over here. I am not. I'm actually in a great mood. I'm dressed up. I got some things going on this weekend. Let's go. Big day today.
I'm in a good mood, but I'm angry about what we're going to talk about here.
Oh.
And it's a Yacht Rock Friday.
Yes, it is. I sent the playlist to Ray.
What do you mean you're dressed up? Where are you going?
You know, got a little something going on post-show. We got a weekend of back at the canal side. Beautiful weekend, hopefully. I saw rain tomorrow.
Is that right?
I don't know.
I didn't see that.
Okay. Well,
I wasn't looking, though.
tell me I'm wrong. I would hope I'm wrong. I'm praying I'm wrong.
Well, the iPhone forecast says 45% of showers. So, I mean, listen, I think you might be okay. But anyway.
Sunshine, baby.
All right. So last night I'd stumbled upon some, you know how many accounts there are between Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and whatever else. You get people that start an account for Eagles news, for Phillies news, for Flyers news, right? So you start following it or whatever, you become friends, whatever it is. And then these people, because now this is part of the problem with it, these people post stuff all the time and get tons of likes. And then when it's something that's popular, it gets tons of shares, which means they get more followers, they get more likes, they get more comments and everything else. So they make money. Like, look no further than Twitter, where you see people putting out rage bait that they don't believe they're doing it because when they get engagement, you can make money. I barely tweet, and I make $30 a month off Twitter just based on the few measly tweets that I put out. If you're getting hundreds, thousands, 10,000 follows, engagement, you can actually make decent money doing that crap on Twitter. So there's lots of reasons to do it. So I saw, Ray, I saw an Instagram account that had this A.J. Brown story. I sent it to you. I don't know if you guys saw it at that time.
When I saw it on our way out of here, I said it was the classic Dove climbing with the tweet and the 20-second video that's just edited to make it seem like whatever he's selling is what's actually reality.
So based on what some bot on Twitter puts out that has a huge following because they just constantly put out NFL news, it's not even a person. It's literally just someone bought the account. It's just run. So everybody takes that and just runs with it. So here's the headline. This is now on Yahoo Sports, and I don't think it's on ESPN or anything like that. And Yahoo probably just does AI stuff. I don't really even know if this is a real person, because Alkanish Chaudhary is the one that posted this. Patriots A.J. Brown admits he leaked stories about Eagles to the media. Says it was okay to do. That's the friggin' headline. And what you had was so everybody picked this up, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, blogs. Everybody else picked it up like this was a real thing. Patriots A.J. Brown admits he leaked stories about Eagles to the media. Says it was okay to do because he was trying to create pressure inside the team. Now, just based on that headline, what would you say that means, Ray?
A.J. Brown secretly went behind closed doors, was talking to media members and selling out secrets to the team.
Anonymously, right?
Yep.
He didn't go to and said, hey, this is what I'm saying, print this. He anonymous, that's what a leak is. Because if he actually says something to the media, that's not a leak, correct?
Correct.
A leak would be if he was putting out information that was not known to the public and giving that anonymously to the media. Sean, would you agree that that's what that headline is?
I would agree.
So now when I look at these posts and I look at comments on all the different social media platforms, thousands, 10,000s, I don't even know how to quantify it, how many thousands of people, Eagles fans, NFL fans, whatever, are replying, wow, that AJ's a real piece of crap. Eagles fans now are looking at A.J. Brown and saying he's a bad Eagle. I hate him. The hell with A.J. Brown. I don't care if he won the Super Bowl. He's leaking stories to the media, and then he's on his way out of town. That's horrible. Why would A.J. Brown do this? Let's listen for ourselves. This is what was actually said, not edited. These are the real sounds from the Maria Taylor podcast that he did the day the trade was announced. It's about 1:20, so stay with it and listen closely. Does he at any point say that he leaked stories to the media? Listen.
You mentioned the picture that was getting painted. Did you feel as though the picture was making you out to be a villain in some sorts of ways?
I wouldn't say a villain because some of the things that was done, it was done purposely to give us a push. You know, I know if I say something in the media, I know it's gonna propel us to work on it because now everybody's talking about it. You know, so it's like, are we gonna fix it or not? You know, we can't keep saying it. We can't keep saying it's a standard, and we're not trying to truly get better. I'm not saying that we were, but I know if you say what you need to say in the media, which I won't do that anymore, but it gives everything legs and legs to push and to push everybody to be better because pressure isn't always a bad thing. It can also be a good thing too. It just depends on how you look at it. And we had guys in the locker room, which was honestly I feel like it was okay to do because we had guys in the locker room who were men, you know. And it's like, yeah, well, I know I need to do this, I need to do that, including myself.
So you felt like basically some of the things you would say in the media in ways were a strategy in hopes of helping your team get to become the best version of themselves.
Nothing I ever said was for personal gain. It was always to help this team win and try to be our better self.
Yeah, he was talking about when he said that the passing offense was the problem. That's what he's talking about, right? Isn't that the big statement that he made when he said, AJ, what's wrong? And he said the passing offense. He didn't say Jalen Hurts. He said the passing offense. Isn't that the one thing that he said? Maybe he said some other things where he said the offense. Whatever he said in the media. He's saying he purposely said it, hoping it would motivate the team. Nowhere in that clip does he say he leaked anything to the media. And now this is what, if I asked 100 people about A.J. Brown, 90 of them might say he leaked it, that follows the Eagles and are on every post on social media. 90, 95, 99. There was 500 and some comments on the one Instagram post that put this and then put an edited version of the video that still didn't say anything about him leaking it. I'm telling you, there wasn't one person that said this is BS. He didn't say that. Not one. And I went through every comment. I started commenting, this is crap. He didn't say this. Not one. So if not one person out of 500 people say that, then how many people are actually saying it? How many people actually believe this didn't happen now that are seeing this story, Ray?
Oh, I think right now there's a good part of our audience that is listening and sitting there like, no, he leaked stories to the media. No, you guys just don't get it. He leaked stories to the media. The video clip came out because you just read it
Everywhere.
And it's all these accounts. You look up A.J. Brown leaked right now on Twitter.
Hundreds.
And it's just account after account. And it's copy and paste because they all realize the engagement you're going to get if you just tweet a 20-second version of that clip where he says he talks to the media.
Or they don't know any better because obviously it has to be true. A.J. Brown leaked it. I don't even think a lot of these people even realize what they're doing. The Instagram accounts that are putting this out there, I don't even think they realize what they're doing. This literally didn't happen.
No, I think you're right when it comes to the fact that we deal with this stuff day to day, eat, sleep, and drink it, and we know exactly what AJ means when he says exactly what he said in that clip. I apologize, I don't have the exact terminology or the exact wording here to quote, but it was done purposely to give us a push. I knew if I said something in the media, it's going to propel us to work harder. Yeah, he's talking about the time that he said the passing game after the Tampa Bay game, right? We replayed it when Ray was in.
Yes.
Like, we know this. Now, this person here, I could totally understand how they get duped. But the issue I would have is, where's the fact checking in all this? And that's a bigger conversation. Like, we live in a world now where it's just, and it's even getting worse with AI. How does Yahoo Sports, which is a good.
It's
good
Yahoo
outlet.
Sports. Man.
It's a good outlet, and it is come on strong. This guy that Kendall Baker works there. I actually go to Yahoo a lot. Like, where's the next person in line that says, all right, well, wait a minute. He's leaking this to the media? Let's really have a think session and make sure we get this right.
So my reaction was, hang on, this is BS. That's when I texted you guys, and I'm like, he didn't say this, right? Like, I'm not missing something. Because sometimes I'll go off the grid for a couple hours. Like, Ray saw this before you left the station yesterday.
Yeah.
When did I see it? 5 or 6 o'clock?
somewhere around then.
Yeah, like I was busy, so I was off the grid, and then I'm checking in, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I Google it, and I'm like, hold on a second. This isn't real because it's all saying the exact same thing. The exact same thing. And there's not a lot of people out there that sample and know what goes on with our teams than us or with people that work in media like
Correct.
this. Sometimes you miss things. I didn't know if it just happened.
Well, and that's where it starts to get me because it's a job I have, job that we all have behind the scenes here of combing through that podcast. And we went through that, pulled audio, been talking about it for 2 days. We were talking about it for 2. You think that we wouldn't been talking about it on radio if he said he was leaking stories anonymously to the media? You think that we wouldn't have had 4 hours on that? Like, you think we would have just totally missed that? That's where it gets me, where I'm sitting there, out there, like, this is so clearly done and manipulated, and we can have problems with what A.J. Brown said in there. There are things in there where you can have problems with him as a teammate, as a man, as someone that you would go out there on the field with. We could talk about that.
Playing the victim.
But when you're absolutely manipulating this to be something that it's not, then we got to deal with the consequences of it, because now I'm going to go on the text line, they're going to be like, no, you guys are caping for A.J. right now.
Yeah, no, AJ, like I don't like the way that the trade was handled at all. I think AJ looks bad in the aftermath of it.
They said I was a diva.
Like he looks bad, but like he doesn't deserve this. This is totally fake. It's totally fake, and this is literally what our society is today.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
like you said, it happens and no one knows or nobody cares. And like I want to send that cut, and I want to email Florio and say he'll put out a post about it because this will piss him off. Be like, A.J. Brown is being painted as someone leaking information to the media to try to motivate the team. Because when you say leaking information, what does that mean? Wow, you're a crappy teammate.
Rossini behind the scenes.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
It's bad.
Oh,
AJ doesn't deserve to have to wear that.
No, he doesn't. Now, could I get bothered though by what he said, of like playing the victim card? Oh, I never did anything for personal gain. All right, AJ. All
They said I
right.
was a diva.
Yeah, all right.
610-632-0975. I'm curious, text line, Davis Honda text line, because you had mentioned with AI, and we talked about Craig Carton earlier in the week. He's just going with what some random Twitter account said is fact.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's literally saying it on the air.
It's Wild Wild West.
610-632-0975. We'll dive into it some more. A lot of Phillies talk today, and it's a Yacht Rock Friday. Let's live easy. 97.5 The Fanatic. Can I do one more button?
Oh, yeah. Let it go, baby. Let it fly.
I was looking for a gold chain this morning. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see. I'm assuming I'm going to get some feedback in the YouTube chat recap.
No. What, on that shirt? That's a great shirt. I almost got like that type of flower, that type of image like tattooed on my neck when I was like 19.
Really?
Yeah, it would have been a bad job.
I have it between my boobs.
Nice.
No, I don't.
It's in these days. Those aren't roses, right?
They are.
no,
They're not. They're just flowers.
Oh, yeah, red flowers.
I have a sister shirt that is dark. I believe it's dark blue with the same type of print.
Yeah, Ray borrowed it off you last week when he was wearing it.
I bought a suit, and they're interchangeable, the two shirts.
That's a sweet shirt to rock underneath the suit.
Yep.
I like that.
It is. This is it's a springy. This is what you wear to a spring run.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my Havaianas.
Your what?
Havaianas. They're a type of sandal.
Oh. I thought you were saying Victor Wembanyama.
Not him.
Sorry.
And it goes with my blue pants. So I'm yacht rocked up.
Let's go.
It's a Friday. It's going up to 90 degrees today.
Feels so good to be in that car driving with the windows down.
Are you a sunroof guy?
My rat tail blowing in the wind.
Sunroof was open for me. Let me see the rat tail.
No, the sunroof was absolutely open.
I had the sunroof open. I had Kincade and Salciunas on, feeling yacht rocked up.
I was jamming to the boys as well.
Yeah.
Only got a couple more weeks listening to Kincade, so you got to get it while you can.
So maybe that's one button too many.
That's all right.
I also shaved my chest yesterday.
Ooh.
Because there was a end of year swim party that I attended, and I quickly was like, my daughter shaved my back over the weekend. She's the designated back shaver. My 8-year-old.
How about that?
Ray, when you have a kid, you'll ask her to do the same thing, too.
Right.
I'm good on the back right now. It's really just the
Really?
chest.
So
Lucky.
Ray, so I have my buzzer, my beard trimmer, so I start shaving the chest, but I didn't charge it after the back.
Oh,
so
no.
it goes dead, and I have like a third of my chest shaved.
Nice.
And they're waiting for me at the pool party at our friend's house.
I think that was a character off of Batman, Two-Face.
So what do? So now I'm searching high and far for a backup trimmer, but the only backup trimmer needs batteries. So now I'm looking for batteries. I'm tearing the house apart looking for batteries. All right? And I can't find batteries.
Get the wife's Venus.
So now my wife, no, dude, it was way too much hair to be shaving it with a razor. So now I'm texting my wife. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm texting my wife, "Where are batteries?" We're like, we don't have any of the appropriate batteries. So finally I find just a regular hair trimmer, like a real buzzer that you would get at the barbershop. I find it somewhere. I'm like, all right, so I
Probably
finished
worked
it off.
better than anything you had.
Finished it off. Bam, look at that.
There you go. Let it fly, man.
Yeah.
Let it go.
All right, let's go.
It's hot in here
I mean,
anyways.
we're going to do 2 YouTube chat recaps at this point.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Hey, look, Richard Jefferson is calling NBA Finals games with his nipples out. John can do the show with me if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
No,
I'm just
man.
saying.
Free the nipple, as they say.
I need chains. Austin Jones checks in. How do you do that to your daughter? She likes it.
No,
No, they fight over who shaves my back.
wow.
My oldest is like, I want to do it. And Lena was saying, no, I'm better at it than you.
That's great.
And then Gianna walked away, and I said, listen, you can do half, she can do half. Literally, I had to divvy it up. I had to divvy up the back shaving.
That's great.
Because they were fighting over it.
Yeah, see, I don't have that. My daughter said no to me, so she hasn't said yes yet. But
I can send Lena over.
Well, yes, exactly. But
No.
I will have her doing it soon. I know that for sure.
All right. Well, happy Yacht Rock Friday. You're going to hear all your hits, all the classics, right?
Got a good playlist, John. I dipped into the the playlist for tomorrow after the evening, 6 p.m. Canal Side, and I sent it over to Ray. We got 10 or 11 songs plus a new news at noon.
Oh, you kidding me? And Jim Salisbury talking Phillies at 11 o'clock.
Let's go.
All right. And we have a special flyer in the envelope for some merch. It's not even merch. Is this memorabilia? It's a signed Mark Recchi puck.
That's right.
It's pretty good. All right, let's go to the phones. We talked about A.J. Brown and this, again, just Google A.J. Brown. Just Google A.J. Brown. The first story that's going to come up, and pretty much all the stories are going to come up. A.J. Brown, the first thing, A.J. Brown admits he leaked stories about Eagles to media. That's dirty because he didn't do that. Sean, you had said that like he still is playing the victim and everything else. I'm completely unimpressed with A.J. Brown and how he handled this trade.
Yeah.
Really, like it sucks. Because I think we deserve better than the manipulation that he did with this entire situation. But he didn't leak stories to the media.
But this is worse. This
Yeah.
sucks. Because then he's going to come back and he's going to say, see, this is why I don't mess with the media. You guys write all these articles. And he's right. And he's right in the grand scheme of things.
Because of one friggin' aggregator that literally just put something out there that was totally false and everybody runs with it. Let's go to Charles. Charles is in Philly. Charles, what's up? Good morning.
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. What's going
Loud
on?
and clear.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so I'm a marketing professional. I've been working in digital marketing for like 20 plus years, right? So right now we're in a world in a society where there's no media literacy anymore. Like people will believe anything they see in social media, and the problem is, there's so many opportunists out there who will share stories like you said to get likes, to get shares, to make money. And there's no integrity anymore when it comes to sharing news and stories. And this isn't just sports; it's everything,
Yeah.
So it's frustrating. But I think when it comes to legitimate media, legitimate coverage like you guys, that's where people need to look for real sources for information.
Yep.
And that I really feel passionate about the fact that we as a society right now, we aren't teaching our kids or, and for a lot of older folks, they don't even know this. They just don't understand how this stuff works, right? It's all about the algorithm. It's all about chasing the clicks. So, yeah, I mean, it's a sad state of affairs, the way the world works right now. But, I really hope that we get to a point where people, wise up and see, where the real news is coming from.
Charles, I'd say that's unlikely, right? And you had said, we're talking about sports, which is sports. There's a bigger picture to this, which is everything else, which is politics, which is news and everything else. It's really dangerous.
Substance.
Obviously, yeah.
Items of substance. We're talking about A.J. Brown and the Eagles when actually there's,
It's dangerous.
Just think about FEMA. Let's just say things like that, a hurricane, something like that. And it's just, it's the wild, wild west right now. But you nailed it. We said exactly what you said, that term, media literacy. Ray said it during the commercial break. You were so right about that, Charles. And I'm just worried about this, boys, because I'll tell you what, AI is even crazier. People are believing AI more
Thank you for calling, Charles.
More than anything social media. Like now, if it's on AI, it is gospel.
But I mean, remember when Herb sent the picture down in when he was in Florida or whatever, and I didn't realize that it was AI. And it's only a couple months ago, but in those months, now you're seeing everything is AI. These stupid videos. I'm back on Facebook now, right? These stupid videos on Facebook that are clearly fake, but people make them again for the clicks. Like, what's the point of making some fake? Like, there's this one I saw last night where people are so stupid they don't realize this bull is has this hot chick and it's ramming her into the gate of a rodeo. It's not real, and people are like, "Wow, is she okay?" And it's like, dummy, it's not real. And then you look, you're literally being invited to create videos with AI on these social media things.
Yeah.
They're more or less saying to you, here, come make a fake video.
Yep. I wasn't sure if that was the bull, B-O-L or B-U-L-L. I wasn't sure.
B-U-L-L.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Pervert.
I was just more about the ramming part of it. I was kind of concerned where you were going there.
Everything. All these videos are fake.
It's a crazy time.
The pictures are fake.
The picture of me. I was on vacation. I got 2 different group chats popping off about a picture of me in bed with 2 women. I was like, no, guys, it's fake.
See, the problem with Ray is that he gets that's not a bad thing to have you and a picture of you with 2 women.
Well, I had to clarify. A lot of people were worried.
I were yelling about this earlier in the week. Dick Allen smoking a cigarette. I mean, look, it looks so real. And Dick Allen smoked cigarettes when he played baseball.
And
yes.
now you have to train your eye to know something's fake or real.
I think you just got to assume everything's
Crazy.
fake.
No, I agree with you.
It's everything's fake.
Well, you think my mom's has an eye to see if something's AI or not?
No.
And with political stuff that's out there, and I mean,
how about, and we talk about older, how about younger generation, 17, 18, 19,
they don't know
20.
anything different other than fake images.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're gonna be.
Oh, we're cooked.
Yeah,
We're cooked.
No doubt. What's the text line ringing in on this fake AJ Brown story?
Brian from Somerton, wrong again, Marks. He said passing, not passing game, passing, which is done by the quarterback. He was taking a shot at Hurts when he said that, whether he wants to admit or not. But what will we expect from a quitter?
I mean, he said what's wrong with the offense, and he said the passing game.
But
Was he wrong?
But the texter agrees that, we're right on the take of, man, what he said was public, right? He has an issue
Right,
with what?
which might be the issue here.
Gotcha.
Where
I
people are like, he's admitting to leaking.
Yeah.
Leaking would be not saying it in front of a camera. It's not leaking if he's
he
standing
says
at
it.
his locker room saying to you, I think
Correct.
the passing game has a problem. That's not leaking a story.
I mean, seriously, just with that texter alone, he doesn't understand the point of what we're saying because I missed one word. Okay, let's debate whether or not A.J. Brown should have said that or not. If we want to have that debate, we can have that debate. I had no problem with what A.J. Brown said.
No, neither I.
None. At all. I had no problem with him saying the passing game. Is that what he said, the passing game?
Or passing, whatever.
Or whatever it was. Don't we agree that that was the case? He didn't say the quarterback's name. He didn't say the word quarterback. Don't we all agree that that was a problem? Did they win the Super Bowl that year?
I think so, right?
Right?
Yes.
They won the
be the
Super
case.
Bowl that year.
Yes.
So would you say that potentially it helped motivate some guys or maybe kick the coaches' asses? Maybe it was talking about the coaches.
Yes.
Maybe it was talking about the play calling.
Yes.
You're focused on it being Jalen Hurts.
Yes. Thank you. I was yelling about that yesterday. And then I've tried to lump in Saquon Barkley in the run game, being so damn successful. That was an issue for A.J. Brown.
By the way,
They said I was a diva.
it's been reported many times with A.J. Brown that a lot of the issues were the offense, were the play calling. Sure, we can assume that a lot of that was Jalen Hurts. It wasn't 100% Jalen Hurts and him and how he operated. It was. You don't think he had a problem with Patullo last year and the dummy play calling that you saw?
You don't think he had a problem with Nick?
Yeah, I think we saw he had a problem with it. Yeah, like this isn't all about Jalen Hurts with A.J. Brown. Let's not get sucked into that, which you've made a very good point about for days here.
You know, I am the leader of Club Hertz. Just so you know, we are no, not the rental company for the cars. No, we are Club
Not
Hertz.
OJ's ex rental
No,
company?
definitely not. We are Club Hertz. Israel is riding shotgun. BP, Brendan Petrilli, he's riding with me. Petrilli's in the back seat. Club Hertz, it's just getting going. We started it this week.
Is there a theme song for Club Hertz?
There's music being put.
Is it your theme song that you don't play anymore?
I'm coming up with merch. All right, we're starting to do it all. Club Hertz, 2026, the Revenge Tour. Ooh, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's where I'm at. Again, we got a long way to go. It's only June, right? I can't get too crazy.
It's not only June. These are where the shirts need to be designed.
I'm with you, but I'm saying from the football perspective of me yelling about Jalen Hurts, ripping it up, I'm not ready to go Evan Cohen. All right, can't do MVP talk for Jalen Hurts on June 5th. I got to see what this offense looks like.
Lean into it,
Man, I got to see what Mannion is all about.
Ray, are you closer to Club Sirianni or Club Hertz?
Club Hurts.
Really?
Yeah, sorry, man.
There's room for us.
Yeah, I'm a Sirianni guy.
We all fertilize.
Yeah,
It's in
you're
my
a Sirianni
bio.
guy until they talk about how smart Sean Mannion is and then realize you got to pick one of the two.
Man,
I
Sean's
realize
here
where this
at
is
all
going.
hours of the day.
I'm a Sirianni guy until after week one when the offense looks great.
He makes a questionable decision to go for it on fourth down, and everyone...
No, Nick's been very good with that kind of stuff. But yes, you can put it on the show sheet. If the offense looks good early, Sirianni's going to have to be fired to keep Mannion.
I'm driving a Cadillac Escalade. We got plenty of room for everybody. Club Hertz is ready to go.
All right, we have a BP voice memo from Brendan Petrilli, voice memo from yesterday. Here it is.
Hey guys, Brendan from Mannion here, water slide tester. I would just like to formally put in my application to join Sean Brace on the Jalen Hurts, I don't know, what are we calling it, the Jalen Hurts Guys Club? But yeah, I would like to formally put in my application because it's kind of ridiculous what we've got to talk ourselves into about Jalen Hurts here. We would die for a quarterback that wins as much as Jalen Hurts. People complain about the years of all the scrubs in this city, and this guy, all he does is go out there and win and win and win, and he keeps the main thing, which is winning. That's why we need to be behind our guy. It's crazy that the franchise hasn't been able to have his back here, but we got to do it. Let's get on board. Go Birds!
There you go.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Yep.
Nice work, Petrilli.
It could be a good club.
Oh. It could be a great club.
The back of the shirt has every game, the schedule.
Let's go.
Instead of the concert tour dates, you put the 2026 schedule. Jalen Hurts Revenge Tour.
I hope my brother-in-law from North Penn Customs is listening right now. With all love and respect to the wife, we're going to be pushing out a a lot of Club Hurts T-shirts. Okay, we got to need the machines. All right, we're gonna need all that to happen.
How about
here.
just 50 Cent? You can find us in the club.
That's it.
That's all you need.
Club Hurts 2026, the Revenge Tour. No AJ, no damn problem.
They said I was a diva.
That's right.
The Davis Honda text line, feel the Davis difference. Davis Honda, we need to get Ray down to Davis Honda in Burlington, New Jersey, because they're amazing. But that's the text line. That's where you send the voice memo as well. 610-632-0975. What do we got, Ray?
Jim in Nazareth. A.J. Brown absolutely leaked stuff to the media, but he didn't admit it in that clip like the internet is trying to convince people.
Oh, so he leaked it without any evidence at all, but he didn't do it there. Gotcha.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's kind of fair.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yeah. I can sign up for the idea that A.J. Brown behind closed doors talked to someone or someone at A.J. Brown's campus talking to the media. I can get behind that one. But to say that he confirmed that to us.
Yeah, I disagree with that. Just because, like, what came out negatively about Jalen? That he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do in practice? To me, that felt like Patullo or Sirianni putting it out there like, hey, don't blame us.
And I don't need it even to be A.J. going after Jalen. I think he was just upset with. By the end of it, I think you could have walked in there. A.J. could have had 10 catches. And he'd be upset because he had 10 catches and he feels like he should have it every week.
I don't think A.J. said anything to anybody. Honestly, I don't think he's talking to the media, leaking stuff.
By the end, he wasn't talking to the media. And that's what he said in the clip.
He didn't talk to anybody after the last game against the 49ers.
He stopped talking to the media. He says it in the clip. That's why I stopped talking.
Right. Well, I mean, he could still leak stuff if he wanted to. But, like, what? I don't think he was saying anything. Everybody knew he was unhappy. What information that came out was leaked to the media? It had organization. Wasn't there also another story that was put out that was saying that it gets leaked because they're trying to motivate Jalen? Aren't the Eagles more the leakers? Stop.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
I think that exact terminology was used in that article. It was like, yeah, the report that we heard is that they would leak things to ESPN to get his attention. It's like, wait a minute. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. No, A.J. Brown, there's many things not to like about him on the way out. He had 3 unbelievable seasons for this team. He was not all in throughout the course of last year. It's really frustrating to revisit that. But and the way things took place with the deal and all that, and he was slimy. But we're not going to put words into his mouth and try and make him look bad other than what he's doing for himself. He did not leak to the media. Come on, man. Like, behind the scenes, no. I would imagine A.J. Brown stood on business to a point and then answered questions. Now, would Josina Anderson be talking to him behind the scenes? Could that be considered a leak if he was telling her certain things? Absolutely. Those things happen, so I'm not going to sit here and say yes or no. But for what we are going off of with that video clip yesterday, come on, man. We know what he's talking about.
It's crazy. Yeah. All right, so and we already have a look. Petrilli just sent a tip. I mean, a couple of clicks on ChatGPT. The Club Hurts Revenge Tour T-shirt has been made, and I've been asking for people to join my club with Sirianni. Nobody wants to do it, but apparently, Ray, you're saying people are interested.
People are in. I'm in for Club Hurts. Sean, lean into it. I'm going with the Tool song for Jalen this year. 46-2 will be his touchdown and interception ratio. Let's go.
That's a great song.
Hurts Club for Men. If you produce those shirts, I'll buy one. I'm in on Club Hurts. Disappointed to hear so many doubting our QB1.
Let's go.
Club. I love Sirianni, too. Tired of the disrespect the most successful head coach and quarterback in franchise history get.
Just not wearing a T-shirt, though.
I need my Club Hurts tee ASAP.
Go. I'm in. I think we have a good club. We got our first item of merch. Not this. Sorry, the AutoZone shirt should have sold a lot.
Well, the guy, but he only had 2 hits this season. Seriously, 2 hits. What you're cooking up right now is genius. I did AutoZone. Yes, 2 hits.
The Auto Kemp shirt should have moved a little more, I think. But
no, because nobody cares.
Yeah, he didn't have enough time.
He sucks. Now, if he would have been good, Ray, people would be buying him.
The afternoon meathead yesterday was saying we can't do the Stour Hour because we cursed Otto Kemp. As if Adolis Garcia took 60 games to get to 5 home runs. He said yesterday when I hit home runs, I pimped them. That's not something I want to find out in June. I want to find that out in April. Colorulo, shut the hell up.
What number was that for Garcia?
5.
Oh, God.
He passed Jim Bunning, Tommy Green.
And man, did he pimp that home run.
76 more to go, boys.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, he pimped. He pimped it.
He did big, and by the way, we'll transition into some Phillies talk because Jim Salisbury is going to join us at 11 o'clock. Really, nice to see. It felt like that last game against the Dodgers. They more or less, that was a scheduled loss. You know what I mean? They lose 2 or 3. They sweep the Padres, lose 2 or 3, and then they come home. And this is how they're going to win. This is how they're going to win. Home runs, great starting pitching. Bullpen's able to do enough, and they did it yesterday. Zach Wheeler, until he unfortunately a walk and then the home run to Manny Machado in the 7th inning, he was rolling. Zach Wheeler, Chris Sanchez, you kidding me? This is the best 1-2 punch this team has ever had.
Wow, that's a statement.
This is Chris Sanchez and Zach Wheeler is the best 1-2 punch this team has ever had. With all due respect to Roy Halladay and Cliff Lee, and Roy Halladay is an all-time great. This isn't the first year these guys are doing it. They've been doing this now. This is the 3rd year that they're doing it. Both of them are pitching to a Cy Young level. Cliff Lee was really good, and I was a fan of Cliff Lee. They didn't do this for 3 years to where they're both pitching to a Cy Young level as consistently as they are doing right now. Chris Sanchez just broke Major League record. He's broken franchise records, and there's no reason to believe that he's not going to continue to do it. And Zach Wheeler, coming off the injury, a lot of people had question marks. Is the velocity going to come back? Is the command going to come back? Is he going to look like a different pitcher? Hey, man, let's sign him to a contract extension right now. Zach Wheeler looks as good right now as he did before the injury, and he's rolling. Both these guys are rolling right now.
I think you just owe Cole Hamels and Jamie Moyer an apology. A little bit more respect for that 1-2 punch, okay?
Man, 2008.
Damn right.
They were good. Isn't it amazing that they win the ring with their starting pitching that was the worst for sure?
That's where my mind goes, right? You talk about Cliff and Roy, and it's like, damn, how did they not win the World Series?
Because their offense wasn't 2008 offense.
But these two dudes right now, with what we're seeing, there's no argument whatsoever. And Major League Baseball, a lot of people are starting to talk about Sanchez from the national perspective, and you're hearing things like completely underestimated, no one's talking about him, undervalued, everything that you want to put out there that, like, would make you believe that we're looking at a superstar, besides the fact that he didn't give up a damn run in 50-plus innings.
Yep.
How many innings was it exactly?
50 and 2/3.
50 and 2/3. There you go.
He got the 50. Yeah.
Also, ridiculous counting method where we can't just add the outs until the end of the inning. But I'll digress.
I was actually, my sister-in-law's she's a math teacher, and I was trying to explain to her that if you look at it in print, it'll say 5.2 instead of 5 2/3 because 5 2/3 isn't 5.2.
Which, when you're calculating ERA into a calculator, it's
but it's assumed it's 5.5 2/3. But if you look at it, 5.1 is 5 1/3, but that's 1/10, not 0.3333. And I was trying to explain to her, I don't know why they do it, but I guess it's easier to do. But it's not actually what it is.
The hamster wheel is really going right now.
I know you actually. Well, that was the paper you did when you got your doctorate.
You smell the smoke.
Yeah.
What day is Memorial Day again?
Monday. Last Monday in May.
All right, coming up, Jim Salisbury is 11 o'clock. But the Phillies are back in a playoff spot. But is this lineup good enough to win? And can you get it back on track? We'll talk about that coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Hall of
Guess you wonder where I've been.
This is where I need one of those the spiked Gatorade things I was drinking a couple weekends ago.
Oh, from stateside.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's loving them now.
Man.
I
You
was
can
thinking.
hydrate and dehydrate at the same time.
There you go.
So it cancels out.
Exactly.
So then you're fine.
The
You can just keep drinking them.
Super Lights. LYTE. Super Lights. No, I was thinking more along the lines of like a wine cooler. That's what
I could do a Seagram's wine cooler.
Yeah.
Right?
Get crunk.
I'm taking a few hours.
So
I'm relaxing this morning.
Yeah.
Crunk off a wine cooler.
The first time I drank a White Claw many years ago, I don't know where I was. It was like, down the shore or something. And it's like, what's this? The White Claw.
Yeah.
It really wasn't it wasn't big commercially. People weren't talking about it. And I drank it. I'm like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. It tastes good. It's light. If you drink 3 of them, you get a nice buzz, at least for me. And Ray, you probably need a case, but
2 cases.
It takes a bit.
But I drank 3. I felt good. You take them on the beach. Like it was so many things to like. Now, like it was also malt liquor, so you realize that, and it's like, all right. But I remember going on the air, and I was like, these things are great. The amount of people that were calling me the P word and, hey, why don't you just go get a wine cooler, you B. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, what, I need to go drink some disgusting beer? It's the summertime, man. They're light. They're refreshing. They give you a nice buzz. I feel good.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Yacht Rock Friday's all about.
You're
feeling
damn
good.
right. And remember, like you said, I'm glad you pointed out the malt liquor angle because, ain't no laws when you're drinking the claws. That was the saying. And,
Right.
True.
It's true.
Yeah, people are getting all wrecked, getting arrested like Snooki.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can't be doing that. Come on, people. But you're right. Dude, statesides have just taken the world by storm. There's no, we know this because they took on the main building right outside of the stadium complex, of course, Stateside Live. And they are front and center. They're the best. There's nothing better than the statesides. Nothing.
I like the statesides. Yeah. I've gotten kind of sick of the high noons and the regular seltzers. That's why this light, what's it called? The
Super light.
Super light.
That's why the super lights are good because it doesn't have, it's not a seltzer. Not that it's not flat, but it's a little bit of a different taste than the seltzers, which I love.
Tell you what, man, Stateside, they got good merch. I mean, they got a beautiful model, but
So that's why.
that's probably it. But wouldn't you rock that sweatshirt? I'd rock that sweatshirt.
Nice looking sweatshirt.
Surfside. Bad day to be a Surfside. Ray would wear that hat.
It's always a bad day to be a Surfside.
There you go.
Look
You
at
hand
Ray.
me one. I got to give a lot of props. Our old buddy here, Tom Albert, his wife, scientist over there. She helps
Ooh.
develop the flavors.
Really?
Yeah.
Out.
She's a scientist, and
Yeah.
that's what she does.
Oh, yeah.
I've met the guy. I did an interview with the guy, the head of, I forget his name, damn it. But, dude's no
Well,
joke.
It sure sounds like they should be the sponsor of Yacht Rock Friday. And then we could drink on the air, right?
I'll make a call.
No, but I already pitched this that we should be somewhere on a Friday enjoying, like the Chickies and Pete's in Northeast Philly. They have the huge outdoor patio.
Yeah.
Boom. And then, we may not be publicizing we're drinking statesides, but,
Well,
1 or 2.
Show's also brought to you by one of the rideshare companies. So I could get
There
to
you
work.
go.
Right. Yeah, right.
Well,
Waymo.
boys,
Oh,
summertime's not here
Waymo.
for a long time, so we got time to make this happen.
All
Oh,
right.
Oh, it's June? Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Sorry, summer's already over, as far as I'm concerned.
True.
Didn't even start. All right. So Phillies and the White Sox. White Sox come in this weekend. Phillies, the all-important, if the playoffs started today, Ray, would the Phillies be in the playoffs? They would be. Now, it's a 3-way tie for second and third. There's 4 teams. Pittsburgh is actually your head wild card right now. St. Louis, Arizona, and the Phillies had the same record, or at least the same winning percentage. But you got to feel good about where the team is right now. They got to figure out this lineup. And I heard Jason Stark earlier in the week with the guys, and he said that it might be difficult to get an impact right-handed bat. I don't need to get an all-star. I need to get an impact bat. And that could be an impact platoon bat. I'm not telling you I know who that is right now, but they need to get somebody like, is there a Bader out there this year? Yeah, I think you can get a Bader this year.
Literally Harrison Bader.
You might be able to trade for it. No, because he has that contract that you don't want.
What, 2 years?
Yeah, well, they could already have him.
Right.
Yeah.
Chose not to.
There'll be other players. We know that. The issue is, and that's what Jason Stark's big point was, look, with the addition of that extra wild card team, now there's so many other teams. You just look back at last year, right? There were a couple of teams off the top of my head that had no business. The Angels, right? The Angels had a couple players that they were looking at potentially moving, but yet they were in competition for that last wild card spot, so they decided to keep everybody. And that was a bad job by them, but they continue to get things wrong. They're 24-39 this year, worst in the West. So who knows? Maybe those guys that weren't available during the trade deadline last year will be available this year. But again, the big picture, big point by Stark was with the addition of an extra wildcard team, other teams now feel like they're in it, want to give their fans something to root for, so they're also going to be out there attacking at the trade deadline. Slim pickings.
Slim pickings.
Maybe Garcia will figure it out.
Nope.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
Yeah, he's not.
He looks lost up there.
Yeah, it looks like he did last year and the year before. Honestly,
I didn't watch too many Ranger games.
well,
so.
I didn't either, but I looked at his stats. Jesus Luzardo tonight.
Let's go.
Andrew Painter, it's a 405er tomorrow, and then Sunday 135. Aaron Nola, here's the pitch, long drive, there it is, out of here, home run, White Sox.
Now, has Nola,
He's been good.
yeah, right? He's starting to feel like maybe turning it around?
Feels like a 4-run outing for him on Sunday, Ray.
Oh, no, this guy is back. This guy has never been so back. Aaron Nola's figured out the mix. It might have been the Padres back-to-back time.
Yeah.
But
So last 3 starts, 5 innings, 4 runs against the Reds. Padres, 6 innings, 2 runs. Padres, 5 innings, 2 runs. Perfect. But he had 8 strikeouts, no walks, and his stuff was popping.
Yeah.
Last start, he's getting some swings and misses.
the third start you mentioned, like the third most recent, was one where he's leaving the knuckle curve all over the middle of the plate.
Yeah.
When you're not doing that and you're also going against the Padres, you're going to be in a good spot.
How about this? Tweet this out. You might get some retweets. Last 3 starts, Aaron Nola has 18 strikeouts and no walks.
Can I thank Andrew Salciunas? Because ever since he said we had to make a decision about Aaron Nola, he's had 2 good starts.
Yeah.
Ever since the tweet about, hey, front office might have to have tough conversation. Aaron Nola's made the conversation very easy.
Yeah. Well, what tough conversation are they having?
Oh, man, this guy
damn,
stinks.
I can't believe we signed him to this contract. Yeah, that's a tough conversation. He's not going anywhere. He's been good. He's been good. He's been fine. Like, if he can give you that, last 3 starts, 4 runs, 2 runs, 2 runs, sign me up. He gave up 6 against the Pirates. Before that, he gave up 3. Before that, he gave up none in 6 innings. He's been pretty good here the last stretch.
Last 2 starts, we've seen the ERA drop half a run. Starting to sweat over there, Johnny Marks.
It's still 5.55, Ray.
And if we have a dozen more starts like this.
And he throws no-hitters and everything else, yes.
I'll tell you what, though. Get us to the second round if they play the Padres, open up the playoffs.
All right, we're late, please. Jim Salisbury talks about it all. Realistically, what can they get in the it's not just the start of June, but Jim Salisbury's coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Swept the Padres. I'm Ray Dunn for this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies winning yesterday 6-4 over the San Diego Padres. They won all 6 games this season over the San Diego Padres. They are 4 games over 500. First time this season. They're in a wild card spot. So if the season ends today, hey, they'd be a playoff team. There's still 100 games to go. We'll talk to Jim Salisbury of NBC Sports Philadelphia coming up in the next segment about everything going on with the Phillies. Eagles mandatory minicamp beginning next week. NBC Sports Philadelphia's Dave Zangaro joined Kincade and Salciunas earlier today. Talked about the early relationship between Jalen Hurts and Sean Mannion.
I think for Jalen, what it comes down to is he wants to be able to trust the guy in charge of the offense. He wants that guy to have the answers when Jalen has the questions. And so far, Sean Mannion has had those answers for him.
Elsewhere in sports, Stanley Cup Finals even up at a game apiece after the Hurricanes win Game 2 last night. Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight. You can hear it live right here on The Fanatic. This update is brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has led inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more at crohnscolitisfoundation.org. I'm Ray Dunn in your home for the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
Friday. Are you kidding me?
Hop on the yacht, John.
I need a beverage. I should have brought booze into work today, Ray. It's hard to do the show and not crave a cocktail.
We're pulling out of the Avalon Beach Club as we speak. The Yacht Club, excuse me. That's what it is.
Do you think Jim Salisbury of NBC Sports Philadelphia and the Phillies show with Todd Zalecki and Rube, think he enjoys a nice Yacht Rock Friday?
Well, he was eating beans and, Frankenbeans yesterday. I saw that in the timeline.
That wouldn't be a Yacht Rock.
He's got a sophisticated palate, I think, in the grand scheme of things.
I know when he was semi-retired, he was working on his tomato garden. I think he grows vegetables.
I love it. My garden just started. I got iceberg lettuce right now popping up.
So how long do you have to wait for that?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. All right, Jim Salisbury joins us right now on Yacht Rock Friday. How are the tomatoes coming, Jim?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Good.
I'm sorry, you cut out. What did you say?
How are the tomatoes coming? They out in the garden looking good?
Oh, yeah. The garden's looking good. I mean, it's early, but I don't think, I don't think my tomatoes are going to get off to a 9-19 start, and I'll have to make a managerial change. I think they're going to be strong all year.
Love it.
Now, would the tomatoes fire you if they came out to a non-strong start?
No, my tomatoes would never fire me. They love ownership. I take good care of them. I talk to them. I spank them, and I weed around them. I stake them, and I have about 26 plants, and they're doing great.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I got it.
Oh,
I
connect
got
the dots.
Connect
All right, so I wasn't planning on this being a question, but I'll ask you. Why didn't the Phillies just wait through that stretch? Because we knew that the stretch against the lesser clubs was coming up. Why couldn't they just hold their breath and say, all right, let's see what they do against this before getting rid of them? I guess that they didn't think it was going to turn around?
No, they considered that. I actually asked Dombrowski that very question, and he said, considered it, but he felt they needed to change right then and there. And I agree. I thought they maybe not necessarily managerial change, because in no way, shape, or form do I believe that was Rob Thompson's fault. To me, it was all on the players. It was a comatose team. And somebody had to put the paddles on the chest, and something had to be done to, put a shockwave through that team. And often, or always, the manager is the path of least resistance. You're not going to get rid of the roster. So, unfortunately, Rob had to pay the price for something that, in my opinion, wasn't his doing. It was a shock to a team system. We've seen it work before, and it worked on that occasion. The players got Rob Thompson fired. The players have turned this thing around by playing better. I think Mattingly's had a nice impact, but I put it more on the players, and I do think the transaction, if you take the personalities and the people out of it, the simple transaction of making a managerial change provided the desired result, a shakeup in that room. They started playing better, and it's on the players. The pitchers have really turned it around. Yeah. Rob Thompson did not have the benefit of reaping the fruits of one of the greatest trades in Major League history, Zach Wheeler for Taijuan Walker.
Yeah. I thought you were going Chris Sanchez for Meade, but you're right. No, really that's when Zach Wheeler came back and they more or less said, okay, we're moving on from Walker. Also, Luzardo wasn't good during the last stages of Rob. And
none of them were good.
No, they weren't.
Christopher Sanchez, during the final days of Rob, Christopher Sanchez gave up like 12 hits in Wrigley Field.
5 runs.
I mean, the team was totally sleepwalking, comatose, and that's what you get in these losing streaks, and it becomes like a vortex. It just sucks you in, and sometimes you have to take a 2x4 and hit him over the head, and that's what the managerial change was. And they turned it around and played a lot better on the backs of their pitching. They still have issues. You know that. They don't hit. The on-base percentage the team on-base percentage is what troubles me the most. Yesterday excluding, they don't put enough pressure on the opposing pitcher. He has too many easy outs. They don't put enough traffic on base. I mean, last year they were 5th in the majors in on-base percentage. This year they're under 300, 3rd from the bottom. Yeah. So I just think there's so much more there, and if they can start putting some more pressure on pitchers, the opposing pitcher, what will happen is they will end up supporting their outstanding pitching staff, so these guys are not on tight ropes every night in these one-run games because their pitching has been great. If it even levels off a little bit, it's still very good and enough to take you good places. But that's when the lack of offense is going to bite them a little bit. So
yeah.
They need to pick up this offense.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's one of the things that bothered me about Dombrowski last year. After the season, he was very, he said as much. He was okay with where the offense was and where the team was. And I didn't have urgency. I didn't sense urgency. I had real urgency. This team needs an impact bat. They need an impact right-handed bat. And
no question.
They tried to get in on Bichette late. That ended up falling apart. And maybe that's a good thing that it ended up falling apart. But is there an impact bat that they can get at the trade deadline? Aiden Miller's not going to be playing, so I don't think you can use him if you're trying to make a trade. Do you think the Phillies believe they need an impact bat from the right side of the plate if you're really going to win something here in the playoffs?
Oh, yeah, I think they believe that. And I think, anybody who watches this team knows that they need more from their right-handed bats. You go down the lineup, and really none of them have produced. Garcia, a couple good days here, but he had a couple good days at the end of spring training, and then he sort of vanished. So there's been no consistency, and not even close. So I do think they need a right-handed bat. I'm sure they're going to be in the market for one. I'm sure they're in the market for one right now. But they have a very, very thin, weak farm system. There are guys in that farm system any other organization would covet. But can they put together enough to get one? Possibly. But some of the ones out there are going to require maybe a position change, which I don't know if will come on the current roster. And a lot of them are the same names we've been talking about now for 2 summers. Buxton, Ward. There's a couple. I don't know what Houston's going to do. If they think they're in it or they're out of it, they could have some intriguing right-handed bats. Do the Phillies have a piece that could get one? Sure, but everybody's going to want Gage Wood. Probably people are going to want Painter. And do you really want to start giving up a lot of pitching when you have very little pitching depth? And to sustain, you need to hang on to some pitching.
Yep. The great Jim Salisbury joining us here, Middays at Marks. Jim, obviously, I talked a little bit about the pork and beans. I just want to give you a little flyer. The Mike's Honey Hot Beans. Oh, don't.
Good?
Yeah, they're really good. Little spice, little kick to them, but changes things up in the pork and beans world. So give it a try. With that, get on over to Brandon Marsh, Jim. What has been the big difference with Brandon Marsh? Again, 333. He's tallying up 4 hits in these games. It's awesome. Honestly, when he's coming to the dish, it's appointment television. I need to be able to watch. I got to be in the seat. And you could say that about Schwarber. You could say that about Harper. But I guess what has been the change, number one, and number two, sustainable? Is this something that we could see continue throughout the course of the season with Brandon Marsh?
I don't know, but I think it's sustainable, and here's why. He's been doing it really for a year now. When he came back from the minor leagues last year at the beginning of June or mid-May, he started putting some stuff together, and I think he hit 300 over the final 3 months or 4 months. And he's had a good run here. I think the big difference is a couple of things. When he went down to the minors last year, I think he kind of took stock in himself a little bit and came back, was very open in working with their hitting staff, made some adjustments, made some improvements. And from that, confidence has grown. And that's, to me, the number one. There's a lot of things a hitter needs, starting at this level with pitch recognition. But confidence is very, very high on the list. And he's now done it for an extended period of time. And I see a confident hitter that believes he can go up there and give you a good at-bat. I think the chase is down. He's improved against left-handers. And you're right. He steps in the batter's box. You expect something good to happen. I thought he won the game for them a couple nights ago.
Yep.
It was the night that Harper hit the 2-run home run in the 4th, and then led off. It was another 1-run game. Harper leads off the 6th with a base hit, and Marsh gets his 3rd hit of the night. He ended up with 4 hits, but he gets his 3rd hit of the night. He hooks it through the hole to right field. Harper makes an aggressive base running play and gets to third base, which is a must on that play, and scores when Bohm hits into a double play. But gosh, at least he put it in play. That's what you do. And to me, it was about Harper's base running, Bohm putting the ball in play, but also Brandon Marsh hooking that ball in the hole and having such a quality, productive at-bat where you move the runner and you got the run home and they want to run one-run ball game. He really deserves major tip of the hat for the improvement he's shown. I mean, he's a second-round pick. You look at him, he kind of drips with athleticism, kind of waited for him to put things together. And it takes time because it's a tough level. And he has really put a lot of it together. So the hard work has been on him and their hitting staff, and confidence has grown. And good job, Brandon Marsh.
Jim Salisbury taking a break from the tomato plants and NBC Sports Philadelphia and the Philly show with Zozone and Ruben Amaro Jr. All right, Jim, last thing, and this is this. I need to know this from you because you've covered the team for so long, and you were right there in the thick of things with Roy Halladay and Cliff Lee. Chris Sanchez, Zach Wheeler. Let's go back. Let's do a 3-year period. All right, this is the third year of 3. Is this the best 1-2 punch with the Phillies? Is this the best 1-2 punch of Phillies starting pitching in their franchise history? Over Roy Halladay and Cliff Lee.
I don't know if I can. Come on, man.
Look at the numbers.
I'd have to bear down on the numbers. And all I can tell you is with my eyes, these guys are great. And, it's left, right, like that crew. And that crew also included Cole Hamels. If you look back at the 2011 rotation, and Todd and I wrote a book about it, Todd Zaleski and I, that's the greatest rotation in the history of baseball. I don't know if you realize that. If you go by the metric WAR on Fangraphs, and they're very smart website, they rate them as the number one rotation of all time in terms of WAR, Fangraphs WAR. You look at Sanchez, number one in the majors last year, starting pitcher in WAR on Fangraphs. Zach Wheeler, since his arrival, number one in Fangraphs WAR as a starting pitcher. So,
that's why I didn't include Hamels in the conversation, because I'm trying to get you to say Sanchez and Wheeler. If I put Cole Hamels in, of course, then Luzardo isn't as good.
They're right there. They're neck and neck. They are just neck and neck, and I just think we enjoyed that group, and we should enjoy this group. You have this 1-2 punch. That's why they need to, whatever holes that they determine are most important. I don't know that they can fill every hole with a stud, but whether it's bullpen, whether you get involved on Scooble, which I think they'll ask the questions. I don't think they have enough to get them. But to me, fill something on the right-handed side from an at-bat, a right-handed bat, and then you got to get more from your existing core. You got to keep it at Harper and Schwarber and Marsh. Got to keep doing what they're doing. You got to avoid injury. Yeah. Because it's a very good rotation, but it's a very thin rotation. There ain't much coming underneath it in terms of reinforcements. But I just would hate to see them. I just want to see them give it every effort that possibly can, pedal to the metal, to try to win with this 1-2 punch, because they don't come along often. And you got a great one. And Sanchez is just, look at the run he was just on. It was so much fun. Sitting in that ballpark the other night when he gave up that hit to Jackson Merrill to score the run, there was an audible gasp in that stadium. The theater was amazing. And then they gave him the standing O. That was great. And then JT bails him out with that home run. But Sanchez, he doesn't walk anybody. He's got a power mix, and he doesn't walk anybody. That's incredible. Wheeler, coming back. And Wheeler is so determined coming back from this injury. He wants to win so bad, and he wants a Cy Young on his resume. He knows that the clock is ticking. He's 36 years old, but gosh, coming back from major surgery, doing what he's doing, that's an incredible 1-2 punch. But so was Cliff Lee. You look at Cliff Lee in June of 2011, amazing. You look at Doc's 2 years here, amazing. First and second in the Cy Young. I don't know if I could. I would like to have all four on the staff. Can I get greedy?
No, that'd be unbelievable. But with this offense, who knows if they would even win, Jim?
They would win 1-0.
Yeah, we would hope.
All right. All right, well, Jim, as always, man, we love you. Appreciate it. Let's here's some yacht rock. Are you a yacht rock guy?
I heard you led me in on a little river band. I don't know if I can deal with that.
Oh, what's being played in your car right now? You a Zeppelin guy? You little rock? What are you, Jim?
I like Zeppelin. I like it all though. But on a Friday, you got to go with The Cure. It's Friday I'm in Love.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Come on,
I can
man.
get down with that, Joe. I got some
All
cars.
right.
I got some cars coming up a little bit later.
The Cars, a New England band. Their roots are in New England, and I'm a New England guy, so I like the Cars.
There you go.
You could talk to Jim about anything.
Yeah.
You would probably bring knowledge with it.
Love it.
Thanks, Jim.
See you guys.
All right, there he is, the great Jim Salisbury
That's right.
on a Yacht Rock Friday. Yeah, he said something there at the end where he's talking about Sanchez and Wheeler and the run they're on right now, and it really made me think. You can't waste starting pitching like that. You can't. You can't waste that. Dave Dombrowski, when it's all said and done, if this team doesn't win and he's gone, I'm going to look at him and say, you know what? You sat on your ass, and you sat with your hands on your ass, under your ass, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And didn't do enough in the offseason. The lack of urgency, because Jim had said, oh, no, they need a right-handed bat. Then what are they doing? In the offseason, when he sat there and said, oh, we have a good club and we're comfortable with our roster, what word did he use, Ray? Was it comfortable or content?
Content.
He was content.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? Everything that they did in the offseason showed you that they were content. And then Bo Bichette, it's like, oh, wow, we can get Bo Bichette. Okay, maybe we should do that. What would Ruben Amaro have done in the offseason?
Be aggressive.
Would he have said he was content?
No.
Are you kidding me? What you're getting from Chris Sanchez and Zach Wheeler right now, this is once-in-a-lifetime starting pitching. It's better than Cliff Lee and Roy Halladay, or right there with them.
It's right there with them. You want to say, that's fine. I'm like Jim. I got to dig a little bit deeper into the numbers. But you're right. When he said at the end that Zach Wheeler is 36 years old, yeah, I know this, but like to hear it reiterated again.
You're wasting it.
Yeah, the alarm bells are going off. Like, come on, man. You cannot bank on this happening next year or whatever it is in Zach Wheeler's future. This is an incredible time with both of those two guys at the top, plus Luzardo. What he's been able to give you, the bullpen, like the closer is about as good as it gets.
Right now, he's rolling.
He's untouchable.
Ray, what was the prediction you had?
He was going to break the single-season franchise record for saves.
Which is what?
45?
He could do it.
Where are we at?
14.
14.
We're a third of the way.
He could do it.
He could do it, especially if they're going to keep winning games by a run.
Yeah.
Man, and he's been mowing them down.
101, and then throw that sinker at 92. Like
He's got a splitter that's at 98, 99.
It's untouchable.
Since he came back from the injured list, 13 appearances, 6 of them have been one-run saves.
Wow.
That's insane. I mean, you're giving the guy no margin for error. That's more of a criticism of the offense, but and also appreciation just how great he's been.
I need a Ruben Amaro Jr. trade deadline move. I don't need Bader or Hayes. I need a legit move. The problem is I don't know who you're trading to do it.
Hunter Pence ain't walking through that door.
No, I because Gage Wood.
Actually, he will Friday night. He's on the call for
Gage.
Wow.
There you go.
Tonight?
No, kid.
Gage Wood. Gage Wood now to me is the number one prospect in their system, and it's not close because he's got swing and miss stuff, and I mean, man, does he have swing and miss stuff. He is exciting to watch. Now he's in Reading. He's been good in Reading so far. I wouldn't be surprised if he's with the big club by the end of the year. If they, like Jim had said, if they have an injury, if it's a long-term injury, I think he's with the big club before the end of the year. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm not trading him. Aiden Miller's not going to play until the earliest in August. This is why you trade prospects. They're prospects for a reason. Bad back. Whoops. He's having back surgery. Maybe he comes back and he's fine. Man, this team needs to make an impact trade for a right-handed back. You are wasting Chris Sanchez and Zach Wheeler. You're wasting them.
That's a best-case scenario with Aiden Miller.
Yeah, I don't even care if he comes back.
Yeah, I would not holding my breath on that one. But I am ready to gauge some wood.
That's true.
I'm in.
You've talked about
all
it.
in.
You've been known to be gauging wood.
I will gauge some wood come September when he comes up for a cup of coffee.
Have you seen any of the highlights?
Yeah, it's filthy.
Nasty.
His fastball has not only movement, it's a riser to where it might start off at the knees. By the time it goes over the plate, it's up at the letters. And everything he throws, which his biggest issue in college was staying healthy. Because everything he throws is a hard slider, a hard breaking ball, a hard changeup, a hard fastball. I love him. And his name's Gage Wood.
Where did he go to college at? Alabama or Arkansas?
No, it was Arkansas. He threw was it a 19 strikeout no hitter?
Yeah.
The college baseball World Series.
Yeah.
All right, coming up 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Coming up next, I was kind of the first to do it. Sean's salivating over Jalen Brunson. He doesn't want to admit he's actually a Villanova Knick fan. I was the first to do it. Ray's now on board with the Villanova Knick fan.
That's not the case.
Where would Jalen Brunson rank if we came up with you need a player for Game 7 of the finals right now? Where does Jalen Brunson rank on that list? Is he higher than you think he is? We'll discuss. Coming up next. Middays of Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Wait for the Padres. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies won 6-4 over the Padres yesterday. They won all 6 games this season against San Diego. Phillies now 4 games over 500 for the first time in a wild card spot as of today. We just spoke with Jim Salisbury of NBC Sports Philadelphia. And while we feel good about getting the sweep over the Padres and just how good this team's pitching has been, still concerned with the bats.
They still have issues. You know that. They don't hit. The team on base percentage is what troubles me the most. They don't put enough pressure on the opposing pitcher. He has too many easy outs. They don't put enough traffic on base.
You listen to our full conversation with Jim Salisbury on our website, the Fanatic app, or replay it on our YouTube channel. The Eagles have mandatory minicamp beginning next week. Obviously, a lot of the storyline this week has been the aftershock of the A.J. Brown deal, where they dealt A.J. Brown to New England for a 2028 first-round pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick. Stanley Cup finals evened up at a game apiece after the Hurricanes won last night. Knicks have a 1-0 lead over the Spurs in the NBA Finals. Game 2 tonight. You can hear it live right here on The Fanatic. This update brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. Always have a place at MAD. Call 24-hour victim helpline 877-MAD-HELP. Visit mad.org. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
Yacht Rock Friday, middays with Marks and Sean Brace and Ray Dunn. Yeah, I'm ready to hit the beach bar.
Oh man, do you have a favorite one?
Like we go to Ocean City, so there's not really dry town, obviously.
I got two for you.
All right,
the one in Brigantine. There's only like one bar on the beach.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking
Is
about.
it Legends? Is that the name of it?
Let me Google
It's
it.
been a long time, man.
Yeah, it's a good spot. Brigantine is underrated.
I agree. You know, the best part about Brigantine is
drive your Jeep right up on the.
Well, that's cool, but you can go to the casinos really easy. That's what I like.
Well, you're
about
right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially Borgata, whatever. Caesar's right over there. Anyways, and then the other one I would say is the Icona. Now, it's not a beach bar, but it's right there. It's right there. The Icona, Avalon.
The Scalias?
Yes, that's it. That's it. Phenomenal. Excellent. Love that place. You know who else has a good place, too? LBI. LBI has a good beach bar. They have a couple, actually.
I like Charlie's. It's not a beach bar. I like Charlie's in what do you call it? In not Stone Harbor. Summers Point.
Okay. Oh, it's got the wings, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 Every year we go to we go to Ocean City, and I got young kids, so we're not really
You can't go belly up at the beach bar.
right.
And obviously we got to throw some love to Duval. Is it Duval?
Deauville,
Doval?
I think.
The Doval Inn?
I mean, if we're throwing love out here, I'm going to throw love down at Seaport Pier.
There you go.
I know the people down there listen to the station. Love that. Also, you go down there as, sunsetting, nice time out on the beach. And then they've got the shuttle that takes you up into North Wildwood. So you get a couple in the system. You take the shuttle on up to North Wildwood, stop a little tacos and tequila, have yourself a night.
I mean, if we're continuing to show love, John, allow me to another bar that I love to frequent.
Go figure. You guys have a lot of answers.
Reeds and Stone Harbor. Oh, the sunset.
I've been there.
Unbelievable.
And you have the Avalon bars as well, which are all great.
Yeah, but
These are beach bars.
These are beach bars.
I know, I
Just
understand.
give me a little sunset. Give me a little ambiance.
Well, if we're going to keep doing this,
Yeah, do
and
it.
we're going to do things that bring in water and How about drinking. that? The Ore House down in Sea Isle.
Man, Bob Kelly got punched there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, can I still say I love that spot?
Who wants to punch Bob
Who
Kelly?
wants to punch Bob Kelly? Tell me about it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you got punched in the Seattle Ore House.
Yeah, you start the Ore House, you make your way maybe. over
Hold on, you
Ocean
said
Drive.
Ore House, not you said
Ore
it quickly.
House.
It sounded like maybe you said something else.
I started my night at the Ore House.
I'm just making sure people know what we're saying. I don't think that there is one of those houses.
Wow,
down in
Seattle's changed a lot since I've been down there. Good grief. man.
Ocean City does not have the Ore House. That's the anyway. Yes. So, Sean, listen. I know that you're in the club now.
Oh, yeah.
Ray is rooting for the Knicks. He's picking
That's
the
not
Knicks.
true.
Well, but you said it's over.
It's over. Yeah, I've accepted it.
But what you could do is fight against that urge and say, no, the Spurs are still winning. But instead, you folded like a cheap suit after the first game.
No. What I am is objective. And my objective analysis is
Knicks
that
are
the
winning.
Knicks are winning this series.
And you don't like it.
I don't like it.
Sean?
Yeah, he's wrong.
Okay.
He's wrong. The Spurs are 6.5-point favorites today. Oh, by the way, yeah, DraftKings Sportsbook, if you would not mind, they are sponsoring the 11 o'clock hour. And make sure you stay tuned because you'll hear more about DraftKings. It all has to offer throughout the show. Once again, DraftKings, the crown is yours. 6.5 right now, Spurs favored. That tells you a lot. Look, this is a team that's responded. They lost 3 times in the previous series. They're not sweating this by no means. And oh, by the way, I get it. It's a different sport. But the same type of vibe last night with Carolina and Vegas. Everybody was losing their you-know-what. Vegas was up 2-0 over Carolina.
Man.
And all it takes is just one win. And now it's an even series, and it's a whole different vibe. Same thing. Credit to the Knicks. They took game 1. They stole home court. I'm with you. This is not good. This isn't a sweep. This isn't a 5-game series.
No, this is going 6 or 7. And by the way, my bet was minus 170. That it was going over 5.5 games.
There you go.
That was my biggest lock for the series.
Good call.
And
I like it.
And it's going over for sure.
Yo.
Unless the Knicks.
Well, if the Knicks win tonight, then I'll be worried.
So my bet tonight, I'm looking it up right now on BetParks, is Wembanyama over points and Spurs money line, or take them with the point spread. They're winning tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. Look, I think when you look back at game 1, number one, you did not get the Wemby that just goes and kicks the doors in from the beginning. He was off. He told you post-game that he played a terrible game. But there is a difference in those games against Oklahoma City. When Wemby is out for blood, you know it. And you don't have a chance. You just don't have a chance. Oklahoma City is a pretty good team last time I checked. I know the Knicks are. I'm not here to deny that. But so are the Spurs. Wemby's going to lead the way tonight. Look out. What's Wemby's number? 28. He finished with 26 in game 1.
25 plus is, let me see, because here's what I'm doing. I'm doing Spurs money line and then Wembanyama 25 points or more.
I like that.
And that's minus 108. So it's almost even money.
Perfect.
You could go 30 points, which, is, where is it? But 30 points is it's much. I want to stay away from that.
They got some deep bodies as far as to put up against Wemby. Karl Anthony Towns defended him well.
Yep.
You got Mitchell Robinson, of course. You got OG. You got guys that can go and do different things to Wemby, and that's an issue. That's not going to go away.
This is the chess match where now they make the adjustments, especially with Wemby. 30-plus points is plus 133.
I don't think the Spurs coach did himself any favor down the stretch, too. Some of the decisions.
Nope. Did not.
Over under. Let's go 5,500 to get in Game 3 at Madison Square Garden.
Game 3, Madison Square Garden, the get-in number?
Yeah, where are you at?
Over, under 5,500, that's easily over.
Okay. What if I said 7,500? Would you go over or under?
It seems like you're baiting me into saying to take the over. Are you serious? The get-in number?
All right, so StubHub, $9,833 is the cheapest ticket for Game 3.
Wow.
Tick pick a little cheaper and no
How about that?
and no fees included, $8,111.
Wow.
One ticket. You got
Yeah.
that? You got that? You got that type of scratch to go see your team play?
I don't, but a lot of people in New York do.
If the Sixers made the NBA Finals and I got priced out, I would be miserable.
So here is
miserable.
Here is the and this is why they get so many Knicks fans down here, because they're paying $300 for a ticket. They can't afford to go up there and see the Knicks play in Madison Square Garden. So that's why they come to the common folk, Sean, like us.
Yeah.
They come down here.
Yeah, I'm sure that how much cheaper would those tickets be here?
We'll do the Brunson exercise next segment. Let's get to Hal in Lumberton. Hal, go ahead. How are you?
Great. I think Trey Turner needs some glasses.
Who was it that got a vision check and it actually helped him recently in sports? Somebody did. I'm all for it. I know a good ophthalmologist. We can send him there. Take care of it.
Yeah. Either that or move him down in the lineup. And, bring up Crawford, because Crawford knows what to do. He knows how to get on base and knows how to take bases. And, he's making contact. He's never going to be – he's a singles hitter. He's a Richie Ashford hitter. But he's only 23 years old. He's only going to get better.
I agree with you.
He's a diamond in the rough.
I don't need and you're a Knicks fan, Hal?
I'm a Villanova fan, but I like the Knicks.
All right.
I like Brunson. I like Hart.
All right.
And the other guy that we gave away, right?
Bridges.
We gave him for who? Who did we give him to? Who did we get for him? What illustrious
Smith. What's his name? Thanks, Hal.
Who's the kid? He was from Texas Tech, wasn't he, Ray?
Zaire.
Oh, Zaire
Smith.
Smith. There you go. Was it Texas Tech? Did I get that right?
You did.
Okay, good.
I know he. What was his? It wasn't even an injury, right? Didn't he have some health-related thing?
Sesame seed.
Yeah, that's right.
The allergy. They nearly killed him.
It's the Sixers. What do you
It's the Sixers. So Sixer-ish.
Can't wait for Monday.
Yeah. So Monday we're going to carry the press conference. I don't even remember the guy's name.
Mike Gansey.
Mike Gansey. Not Mike Ganji, formerly of Howard Stern. Mike Gansey. Yeah. And then we're going to talk to him afterwards. So
I can't wait.
Introductory press conference, and then we get to talk to him.
That's a Zoom? Is he joining us via Zoom?
I hope so.
Oh,
I don't know that.
Fantastic.
I hope so, right?
He's a good-looking cat.
Early returns on that is I wouldn't put your money on Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But,
probably cell phone here. Can you do this? But I'd rather wait to get him on Zoom. Right. I don't need him right after I would much rather have a non-rush where he was kind of focused on doing the interview. Maybe that's something we could talk about. You know what my burning question is? Pitt Snoggle.
Oh yeah.
And who wins in a one-on-one? Him or his boss?
Dude, I'll tell you.
2 basketball guys.
I'll tell you what. He's got some hoops, like some highlights out there.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got some highlights. Hopefully he can dial up some players and start making. Because I don't know if you guys caught this real quick. Doc Rivers said on that podcast with Bill Simmons. Yeah, he was out there floating the idea of anybody could sign a superstar. It's the other guys taking a direct shot. You know what he's doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's never Doc's fault, ever. All right, coming up, where does Jalen Brunson rank on a list? If you needed one game 7 of the NBA Finals, where does Jalen Brunson rank on Sean Brace's list? Because he is a closet Nova Knick fan. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Got something to say about
Middays with Marks. Yacht Rock Friday. Get your cocktail out. Ray's got his smoke.
And
when's the last time you smoked a cigarette, Ray?
Ooh. Been a minute.
I feel like the seagulls are over us right now, plotting to steal my pretzels.
Yeah.
Saw Harry Mays last night.
Yeah, we got to break that down. He
We'll
sent me a picture and a text. No, keep it up. We got to.
Good crew over there at 1912 Club.
Oh, great.
Yeah?
They have a great club.
Yeah,
Not a good club, a great club.
I've been trying to join the club, but it's a little pricey these days. I don't know if you know that.
I cannot get you a discount.
The great Brian BQ.
Yeah.
The great BQ. He's got a good club over
Here
there,
it is.
John.
Great club.
Bring that up. All right, we're back.
I wish I could hit that.
Next life.
Michael McDonald's still doing it, too.
Man.
74, 1952.
Those pipes.
He's got the salt hair, not even pepper, just straight up salt.
He's old now.
You
All
gonna
right.
be all salt? You gonna be salted up later in life?
Well, it's going to be white.
Yeah.
Look at me
Salt.
now. Yeah.
Do you diet?
No.
Have you ever?
No.
Okay.
Nope. No, I think it look. I like the look of the
Same.
the salt and pepper.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I like that. I mean, the beard. My kids make fun of me because it's
The Santa Claus.
Yeah, they call me Santa Claus. But the mustache and up top by the ear, everything else is pretty much white.
Oh yeah.
So I'm good. It's distinguished, Ray. You're red. What happens to your?
I go bald.
No, what happens to your hair color?
This will probably end up going gray.
Does it go white?
I think gray.
Okay.
Trying to think. I
Gray-
don't want to
gray
throw my
Ray?
dad under the bus.
Gray Ray.
Gray Ray.
Hey, Ray.
All right, so Jalen Brunson, I think would everybody agree that Jalen Brunson's an elite player? He's a true franchise player. It's one of the best. That Charles said it. It's one of the best free agent signings in NBA history, the best free agent signing in NBA history.
It's got to be one of them.
Whatever you want to however you want to slice it, Jalen Brunson, he's not going to do it alone because no one does it alone. LeBron proved that. But, man, the Knicks team is legit, and Jalen Brunson is legit. He's a fourth quarter player. He can score in many different ways. He's crafty. He's a pain in the ass. He draws fouls. He shoots a high percentage from the free throw line. I can't say enough about him. He is a really, really good player. And it pains me that he's in New York Knicks, Sean Brace.
Yeah, and for me, it's the fact of what he does in the fourth quarter, and this isn't anything fluky. There's a couple things that you got to like about him. One, the size. He's a bulldog. He is just look out, and he is so smooth, so crafty with his handles that he's able to, and he hits those shots. So he can put you in his back pocket, put you in on his hip, and you got no shot. You're either going to foul him or he's going to hit that shot. And, oh, by the way, like I said, the fourth quarter efficiency, it's elite, right? He's one of the best, if not the best right now in the fourth quarter. He had 13 points in game one. There's so much to like about him, John, except for the fact that he represents the New York Knicks.
All right, so this is the criteria because we were kind of being like, all right, because you don't want to just say, because he's almost 30 years old.
Yeah.
So you're not going to take him over some of the younger guys. Yeah, he's almost 30 years old.
He's old.
But his game's not built on athleticism, so I think he ages relatively well. Paul Pierce had kind of that old man game to him, very crafty at getting the line. So would you take Game 7, NBA Finals, Ray, would you take Jalen Brunson or SGA?
SGA.
And he's won a title.
Yeah.
Sean?
Man. Yeah, that's we're talking about the MVP here, or back-to-back MVP, SGA.
Jokic, remember, Jokic doesn't handle the ball like a guard does. Now, he handles the ball a lot as a big man. He's a facilitator that can run the offense through him, but Jokic or Brunson?
I'd take Jokic.
Yeah, I'd go Jokic, too.
I'll tell you what,
But you think about it.
He got shut down by Rudy Gobert.
It's true.
He did. I think he's taken a little bit of a hit this past run, and I don't know if he's going to get that back.
He might not get it back. To be fair
I agree
to
with
him,
you.
though, the Nuggets kind of hit that wall of where our investment is and what we can put into this team. He got kind of bloated contract-wise.
I'm
Jalen
taking
Brunson's
Brunson.
a great player.
I'm taking Jalen Brunson.
One of the best things he did was the way he structured that contract.
Well, I mean, it ended up working out for him. But also, it's really hard to continue to win.
Right.
You can have the same team, and to just think that you're going to win 3 years after you win with the same team. Other players aren't the same players that they once were.
Right.
Guys leave. good role players leave.
Yes. And it's happened already with the New York Knicks. And both times, look, this is his first finals appearance, but still, Jalen Brunson has been the stud for the Knicks for years now.
All right, Wembanyama.
That's an easy one. There's no way I'm backing off Wemby. Luka or Brunson. I can't even believe I'm debating this in my head. It's hard to argue. Now, Luka got to a finals, though. So, like, really? You got to give him the love. But Brunson, this is not a fluke. Year after year, what he does in the fourth quarter, crunch time, when some players fold.
So you take Brunson over Luka. By the way, I think Luka's an amazing talent, but I also think he's a pain in the ass.
Well, again, we're talking about a Game 7.
Game 7, you need one.
I'm taking Brunson.
So I'm just going down the top 100 NBA player rankings on the Ringer. Kawhi Leonard. He's a champion as well.
That's easy. Brunson.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, wow. That's tough.
Were we in a debate?
Yeah, that's tough. 2-time conference final trip. I mean, but I think I'm taking Brunson.
Giannis.
Brunson.
Cade Cunningham.
Brunson.
Jaylen Brown.
Brunson.
Steph Curry, Ray. Who's 38 years old.
Yeah, probably Brunson at this point.
So Brunson ranks as 12th in the top 100 NBA player rankings, which is a different criteria than what we're talking about.
Sure.
And I would say Maxi's 14. I would say it would be much higher after the season.
Here's the question. Is Maxey even in the same stratosphere as Jalen Brunson?
No.
And that sucks.
No, he's a tier down.
That stinks to say.
But Brunson's also almost 30 years old.
That is interesting.
I don't think there's anyone on the once you got to I think Giannis, that's where it became all right. Definitely, I'm taking Brunson.
So you're definitely taking Brunson over Giannis.
I just mean from that that point forward, it was all right. I could see Brunson. Before that,
yeah, it was tough.
It's a lot of respect to Jalen Brunson, but I like Leon Rose. I understand everyone's gonna get their flowers if they do win this thing. What they've done to build it up there has been tremendous.
Yeah, Leon Rose deserves
Leon Rose and
everything he gets.
The leader in which Brunson, whoever you want to give credit to being the leader of that group, because they play is it's like systematically destroying you. I hate it.
Yeah, it's
but you can't help but respect it.
Well, I mean, and the Ginobili trade was genius.
Yeah.
He's perfect for that team and what they want to do. They're a tough team.
And that's what makes it, when he's so crafty working inside and getting into the paint, you're almost pretty much writing your own death wish. Because if you're going to try and double him up as a small guard, they've got wings upon wings that are going to kill you.
I think the Cat trade was pretty easy to make, but at the same time, think about the success that they had the previous year. And you just go ahead and you went and gutted a lot of the vibes with the DiVincenzo move.
Yep.
So,
by the way, I love DiVincenzo. I want him to be a Sixer. He's a lunatic. I love it.
Should have been drafting Villanova players in those days.
Man, you know what? When Howie started drafting Alabama and Georgia players, and we were saying it for years, stop drafting draft the good. That's what he did.
Should have hired Jay Wright and drafted those players.
Damn, dude, believe me, they tried to hire Jay Wright. All right, coming up, News at Noon with Ray, featuring Andy Reid, Ricky Williams, and Charles Oakley. Speaking of the Knicks.
And a new open.
And you have a new open?
Fresh out the box.
A Sean Brace produced open?
Sean Brace produced News at Noon with Ray Dunn open.
Did you perform it as well? Are you singing?
I'm singing.
Oh, man.
And it's a classic.
News at Noon with the brand new open via Sean Brace is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phils win another. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies swept the San Diego Padres this week, winning all three. They win 6-4 yesterday. They won all 6 games this season against the Padres. Now 4 games over 500 for the first time this season in a wild card spot. They welcome the White Sox into town for this weekend. We spoke to Jim Salisbury of NBC Sports Philadelphia earlier in the show about everything going on with the Phillies. Catch that conversation one more time on our website, the Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Eagles have mandatory minicamp beginning next week. The big story, of course, this week was the A.J. Brown first-round deal. But now looking ahead, looking at this offense, what have been the early signs of the Jalen Hurts and Sean Mannion relationship? Dave Sangaro of NBC Sports Philadelphia joined Kincade and Salciunas earlier today.
I think for Jalen, what it comes down to is he wants to be able to trust the guy in charge of the offense. He wants that guy to have the answers when Jalen has the questions. And so far, Sean Mannion has had those answers for him.
Catch that full conversation on our website or the Fanatic app. Stanley Cup Finals even up to a game apiece after the Hurricanes win last night. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is tonight. You can hear it right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. This update is brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has led inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more at crohnscolitisfoundation.org. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union and the NBA Finals. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Country. It's on bluegrass country. That's why I don't like it.
It's a couple years old. I'm a big John Mayer guy. Love John Mayer. If you don't like him, that's on you. You're missing out. But this is a new school yacht rock vibe that John Mayer was putting out, I think, like his last album a couple years ago. It's got a little yacht rock vibe.
And this is on the Canal Side playlist?
This is on the Canal Side playlist, John. Every song you've heard so far will be played tomorrow from 6 to 9 p.m. Well, we always say 9 p.m.
But where can they find, where is that, what does that mean? Canal Side.
Canal Side is on Main Street, Manayunk.
Okay.
Right across the street from Goat's Beard, right? There's this ice cream place. It's hard to really pin down the location, but
you just gave the ice. So if people are looking for
correct. It's right
a
next
landmark.
door to the ice cream store, right across the street from Goat's Beard. Fantastic. Hopefully the sun will be shining. Bunch of tables, great bartenders, great service, and of course the music. Come on out.
Okay.
Canal
All right.
Side.
I saw John Mayer play in Hawaii.
No.
At the Ko'ula Ranch, which is where they filmed Jurassic Park. So they still have the big dinosaur footprints if you go to the ranch.
What year are you talking? Give me a year.
2002 or 2003.
Wow. Look at you. Old school, Joe. Your body is a wonderland, John Mayer.
And this guy that I was friends with, he was a doctorate student at University of Hawaii, and he was drunk. And he asked John Mayer to sign a bottle of vodka.
Okay.
And John Mayer, he looked at it and he said, I refuse to sign anything involving alcohol and tobacco products. And then he left.
Okay.
No, I'm like, I thought he was an idiot for asking him to sign a bottle of vodka. It seemed, odd. But.
Yeah, John Mayer, he's had a long life already. A lot of chapters. Let's just put it that way.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember much from the show.
But he's very calm now, sober.
Oh, he used to be a...
Yeah, he was a boozer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, he was a womanizer. Right, his list is long. Jennifer Aniston.
I don't...
Oh, yeah.
I
mean, would you not... Look at that guy. The way he tickles strings. Are you kidding me? I'm in.
No, any musician I can understand being a womanizer.
Yeah, right?
Jeez.
Yeah, people were talking about Drake, like that new album. Like, the women stuff, like he's a sex addict. He's a dude.
Yeah, of course. I know. Yeah, exactly.
He's a dude.
I bet he is.
A sex addict?
Yeah, I bet he is.
I'm a sex addict. I'll admit it right now.
Can you say that?
I mean, what?
You're in the attic, or you're an addict?
I'm an addict.
Okay.
Ooh, ask him about the thing under the window.
All right, so I yelled at Ray about his coffee. I said, Ray, put your coffee on the windowsill. What?
How do you spell it?
It's SEAL? Seal? No?
Well, that's how you're saying it.
Windowsill. Well, how do you say it?
It's not sealed, kiss from a rose. Sill.
Windowsill?
It's
Like
that
Sill
friggin'
from the
friggin' Scranton accent is what he has.
Windowsill like Sopranos? Sill from the Sopranos?
Yes, like Sill.
Really? How do you spell it?
Exactly how it sounds.
Huh.
Right, Ray? I mean, I haven't burned that many brain cells in my life.
No, you haven't.
Window seal?
It's a windowsill.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Window seal.
Why would it be window seal? It's a sill underneath the window.
Oh, it's spelled SILL. Interesting. But the window seal is the rubber foam or silicone caulk strip that blocks air drafts.
I don't think I could put my drink on that.
But the window sill is the physical ledge at the bottom of the window.
We need some type of a sound effect for Sean, either a hamster wheel or when the light goes off in the head, the ding. A window seal.
Anyways, yeah. All right, window sill, not a window
Misread
seal.
the calculation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Coach. There you go.
So
that's exactly it. We're off. It's a Friday.
Which is actually the perfect segue into a new News at Noon open featuring the one and only Sean Brace. Hit it. Wow.
Goosebumps.
This is awesome.
Welcome to Ray's life. There's no turning back. Mad Dog's losing his mind. And Big Skip Bayless with another take. Phillies blow a lead. Sixers spark the bait. Somebody's got a podcast with another terrible take. Everybody wants the news.
Wow, the hook is awesome. That hook is awesome. I love that.
It was a little offbeat, like Matt said, just a little bit, but that's all right. Thank you.
So good.
Well, you're a little bit off the beat.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right.
Off the reservation, as they say.
All right, we need feedback on the text line, 610-632-0975 on the new news at noon open.
Which, speaking of, we're going to have a new one next week as well.
Wow.
Listener generated.
Ooh.
Well, that's what we were trying to do before, and we got a couple.
Yes. Well, there's a new one that'll be in the works for next week. We got an email just now.
Nice.
Someone sending one in. So you've inspired someone.
Good. We need people participating. That's what we want, like John said.
Need a little shelf life for this one, though, because that was fantastic. Really enjoyed that.
Long intro.
Yeah.
We gotta cut it down just a little bit.
So what we do is we do the original long one.
Yep.
And then you just have the short with the hook.
Tears for Fears. That's an iconic song, though.
Iconic. No, I got goosebumps too.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Let's start with TMZ. Getting into the sports game, of course. Instead of chasing down an athlete just trying to take a flight, they called up Charles Oakley for their latest clicks and all their fun games. Of course, Oakley, James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, been feuding for years. He's not allowed to Madison Square Garden. That is still the rule. They're in the NBA Finals. Oakley not allowed at Madison Square Garden. He is allowed to go to road games. He's been going to road games. He's very upset with Dolan as he starts his clip talking about James Dolan and ends the clip talking about one Patrick Ewing.
And when New York beat Atlanta, I talked to one of the guys, and I told him, man, be careful because this man here, if he sees you talking to me, he'll cut you. He'll get rid of you. He that bad. And for Patrick not to be man enough to come and talk to me after I had his back for 10 years, he's a coward.
Could that relationship between you and Patrick be salvaged in any way, Charles, or is it over?
No.
Yeah, I mean, Oakley's not doing himself any favors now, right? Like you think I don't know internally. I don't know what's going on between them. You really need to start fighting with Patrick Ewing.
What I mean.
I mean, come on, man. You think Patrick Ewing wants anything to do with fighting with Charles Oakley?
Grow up, please. Like, come on now. What are we talking about here, Charles Oakley? And Patrick Ewing, you see him at these games. I get it. Oakley's a little irked because he's no longer allowed at MSG and Dolan. And there's plenty of people trying to make this happen, as you pointed out, Ray. But just the whole beef nonsense. Bro, when you're at 50, stop with the beef. Unless you're cooking.
All right, to be fair on Oakley's side of things, hey, man, I fought everyone for you for a long time. You can't just go to Dolan and say, I'm Patrick Ewing, and you should let Charles Oakley back in the building?
Yeah, I don't think it works like that.
If Dolan wants the PR nightmare of banning Patrick Ewing from the playoffs in which they go to the finals, fine. Dolan's an idiot. But I feel like I would feel some type of way if I was Oakley.
Bring it down, the music down a little bit, Ray. I mean, so maybe Patrick Ewing thinks Oakley's a maniac and doesn't want anything to do with any of the beef. He just wants to go to the freaking game.
That's it.
Like, listen, I'm not telling you James Dolan's innocent in this. Honestly, I don't even really care. James Dolan, for years and decades, has been considered one of the worst owners in sports, which is what makes Leon Rose doing in New York right now and building this team even more amazing. The Knicks are a trash organization. Man, you know what, Charles? Like, sometimes you just got to bite your lip and say you're sorry or don't say you're sorry. Or, like, if you're not getting in the garden, you're not getting in the garden. I know you're mad about it. Well, that's not helping yourself.
And that's it. Like Patrick Ewing, front row, he's welcomed. He's not going to mess that up. And, oh, by the way, if TMZ calls you, just hang up.
Ooh, disagree.
Just hang up.
But he wants his voice heard. He's saying Adam Silver lied, that there was that he didn't talk to him. He's saying that the meeting between Jordan, who else was it that he supposedly met with?
Silver.
About this. Well, but he's saying none of it's true that's out there.
Oh, okay. All right.
He says that Adam Silver lied about Jordan. Adam Silver.
Yeah, this is where you lose me. You don't go after the commissioner.
Yeah, like, dude, you're not helping yourself. And by the way, like Charles Oakley should be remembered and should be celebrated more in New York for what he brought to that Knicks team.
That's fair.
He was what he was. He played with Michael Jordan early in Chicago. He went to the Knicks. Yeah, like, he should be a legend of the Knicks, right? For being a role player. Like, and you're not bigger than the franchise, bro. You're not Patrick Ewing. You're not even John. John Starks is there too. John Starks is there. They're showing him.
Yep.
All the other players are there, but Charles Oakley. You going to start a feud with the entire team?
He pretty much just did.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He's
That's
jealous.
It's up to Spike Lee. It's up to Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, why doesn't
Timothy
Spike Lee
Chalamet.
threaten him?
Timothy Chalamet,
Kylie.
the Jenners,
Yeah.
the Kardashians.
But what if Charles Oakley said to James Dolan, listen, I think I've done some things that were wrong. I think you've done some things that are wrong. Let's squash this. Because he ain't doing it. Because he's too proud. And James Dolan might not be doing it either. But it's just silly. The team's in the finals, and this is what Charles Oakley's doing. It sucks.
He was just in San Antonio for the game, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so he
going on
goes to
road
the
games.
away games. Like, oh, really?
All right, we'll move on. Andy Reid, is he invited to America's royal wedding?
Has your wedding invitation come in the mail yet?
I can't talk about it.
No, you got to stay quiet. It's like Mansard Delane, loose lips sink ships.
That's right. That's right.
Who was he on with there? No.
Podcast that I can get you the name of in a second.
Okay.
It's okay.
Never ask the question you don't know the answer.
Three and Out
Brace.
pod.
Oh, that's what I was just going to say. I thought that was a 3 and Out pod.
Yes, you and John Middlecoff go way back.
John Middlecoff, also on Netflix. I would say that Coach is getting an invite.
Yeah.
And, you don't talk about that because this is a whole nother level when it comes to weddings.
So where's the harm in saying you were invited?
Just don't talk about it. Just don't even want to, because I don't even want to go down that path.
You don't want to step in it.
Yeah. I want to be over here. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not going to discuss
They're walking on eggshells, and I'm telling you, this is a bigger overall problem with the team. Plus, their wide receivers suck, and Travis Kelce is in his last year, probably this year. But don't act like that doesn't affect you as a player when you're engaged to Taylor Swift. Don't tell when you're single and you're a football player and you got women, you have this woman, whatever. Now you got Taylor Swift. You can't have the same drive. You're dating one of the most famous people in the world.
Ooh, they don't know where this wedding's going to be.
Yeah, that's
It could be in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Rhode Island's beautiful. I was there once.
Could be in Berks County, too, where she's from.
Ooh.
Not likely.
She was in LBI one time. Could be down there. Never know.
Next time we talk to Howard, because Howard knows her dad.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Early on, Ray, when they started dating, I tried to bet Howard he would have to retire if they get married because he was saying, this isn't serious. Trust me.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what? You're texting with his dad, and I already know what you're doing. I'm not saying anything. So you're texting with his dad, and his dad's kind of downplaying it. Now they're getting married. Harry would have had to retire. You know what? We can't bring him on anymore if they get married.
Come
But
on.
next time he's on, we'll badger him about
It's
that.
a happy couple there.
Yeah, it's just two kids in love.
Speaking of retiring,
Yep.
Ricky Williams, following retirement from football, wanted to find something he was passionate about. He wanted to study up on something. He was on with John Gruden and got into his now life's work.
Now you've been out of football 15 years. What are you doing now?
It's going to sound crazy, but I'm a professional astrologer.
No way.
Yeah. It's what I do for a living. And it sounds crazy, but if I broke down what I did on a daily basis, it wouldn't seem that foreign to you. The analogy I like to use is, in football, a coach would never imagine going into a season or a game without a playbook, a game plan, and a scouting report. But when we go through life, we don't really have that. We're just trying to figure it out on our own. After I retired, I started studying different stuff because I was curious about life. And I met this woman who started talking to me about astrology, and we talked, and I was like, this feels like a playbook for life. And that's the way I approach it.
Yeah, it always comes back to a woman.
I was going to say, that's
Took the
maybe
words
the
out
most
of my mouth.
relatable thing Ricky Williams has ever said.
Well,
a woman got me into astrology.
Did he say that this might sound crazy? It actually doesn't sound crazy because Ricky's saying it.
Yeah.
And by the way, he sounds very happy. That's great.
Good for him.
There's a lot of people that do professional stuff with astrology or whatever. I like Ricky Williams.
Man, at Texas,
Smart dude.
those were some years. We're talking mid-'90s, right? Heisman Trophy winner.
Too many people.
Oh.
Too many people. That was the Donovan draft, 99.
Oh, wow.
Too many people.
Dicka.
Way too many people think of Ricky Williams with failed draft pick because of the Saints. Go look at his numbers. Look what he did with the Dolphins. I mean, he still put up good numbers.
Oh,
with
in the
Saints.
NFL.
Dude, go look at the numbers he put up with the Dolphins. This dude was good. And I'm not telling you he's a Hall of Famer. He's borderline.
He's only 49. Still
Yeah,
young.
he had an anxiety disorder. So
Yeah, he
people that thought that he didn't take his helmet off early in his career because he was
Remember
being
that?
difficult. No, he actually had an anxiety disorder. I mean, he's obviously a lot more complicated than your average football player that you think is just this guy handling the ball and he runs all over the place.
Damn, you ain't lying. He went back 4 seasons in a row, 1,000 yards rushing, including 1,800 yards with the Miami Dolphins. And then he retired. Then he came back.
He retired because of weed, right?
Yep. 2006, he did not play violation of league substance abuse policy, still with the Dolphins. And then all the way at age 32 in 2009, he carried about 241 times for over 1,100 yards. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
He was
played in all 16 games in his final 4 years of his career.
That's something.
There you go. I'll stand up for Ricky. I'll tell you what, Ricky, Austin, Texas, Texas Longhorn jersey would hit.
That would hit.
That's a good one.
That's a good jersey.
It is a good
We got to do it. We're going to go to a college game. We're going to pretend we're going to do this. We're probably not going to do it. We got to go to a college game.
Temple, Penn State.
No, I think that. Yeah, Ray will be there. That'll be his trip. But Pete Cherokee, I think his son went to University of Texas because I know they went down to a couple big games. They went to the Red River rivalry.
Ooh, yeah.
He must be out of school now. I don't know. But, I mean, little Pete told me, like, holy crap.
Austin's fun.
You have no idea what that scene is like down there.
My roommate went down to Austin last year for a Texas game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good reports.
They got that one
Good
streak.
reports.
There.
Yeah, no.
Speaks highly of the town of Austin.
The 9s and the 10s down there are a lot different than the 9s and 10s up here. So.
Yeah, just a little bit. I went to Austin one time for a bachelor party. It was a great time.
I've been to Austin.
It's that one road. And it is just, 8th Street or something, whatever it's called. It's no joke.
My old, one of my first PDs here he got whacked, and then he went and he was at the ESPN station in Austin. And then he was in Dallas, but he was still living in Austin. So I think I was going to California, and I just did one night where I went and I stayed with his family, and he showed me Austin a little bit.
There is an ESPN Austin, 102.7 down there.
Yep.
How about that?
Yep. Greg Henson, and then he was with the CBS radio station in Dallas. He actually worked with Barsky, Greg Henson. Greg Henson was program director of 950 AM. It was the first morning show that we had on the station was Greg Henson and Glenn Foley. It was when we were Sports Talk 950. I don't think we became Sports Radio 950 until after he was gone. He lasted 9 months, I think, Greg. And it became early on. He very much was like, "Yeah, this isn't going to work. I'm not going to be here." And he kind of just gave up.
Sniff it out back in those days too.
Yeah, he could. I mean, he was in. I remember there was some type of a scandal with LaSalle, and he immediately was talking about because Greg had roots from Detroit. When they were doing kind of the hot talk in Detroit, I think it was on a sports station, but they were doing as much non-sports and sports. There was some type of a scandal at LaSalle, and he was all about it and was talking about it. And I believe the market manager told him to stop talking about it, and that's where he was like, "All right, I'm leaving. This is not going to work," and he just gave up at that point. But anyway,
fun times,
great times. Yeah. So what's on the? Are we going to have do you have your weekend watch list coming up?
That's coming up. We're going to do that 1:30, correct? 1:30 weekend watch list. We'll have that for you. And then, because there is a lot going on, including in the world of football.
Oh, yeah. So good point, Ray. Thank you. So we have a signed Flyers Mark Recchi puck. And it goes with Ray's hockey podcast, Pucked Up, with Ray Dunn.
Oh, yeah.
True.
And it's and we're gonna do it. So we're gonna play Flyer in the Envelope at 1:30.
Oh, that's at 1. Okay, gotcha.
So, but the flyer that's in the envelope is going to also be on the line. So he's going to be listening as people are guessing at who's in the envelope. How about that? Because we're promoting the Flyers Alumni Charity Classic weekend, which is next weekend. It kicks off Saturday, June 13th, a pickleball tournament. I know you're a big pickleball player.
Huge.
That's at Bounce Pickleball Club in Malvern. Sunday, there's the big walk, run, ride event in Conchie.
Let's go.
Beginning at 9 a.m. And then Monday, their annual golf classic at DuPont Country Club in Wilmington, Delaware. Appearances from some Flyers greats, including John LeClaire, Mark Recchi, and Tock will be there as well. You can register right now. There are limited spots, so I wouldn't wait. FlyersAlumni.net. 3 full days of events. So that's what we'll kind of celebrate that coming up here with Flyer in the Envelope. How about that? 610-632-0975. Is that breaking NFL news? That Ray Dunn? I mean, I don't know if we need the breaking news. The Bears are officially headed to Indiana?
Yeah, so Shefty just tweeted out the official statement from the Bears. Yesterday, the Chicago Bears board of directors met and voted to advance our stadium development project in Hammond, Indiana, with the exact site to be selected. And then yada, 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 other stuff. But yikes.
So that's Northwest Indiana, so it's almost like a suburb of Chicago.
Yeah.
It'd be like the Sixers moving to Jersey or the Eagles moving to Camden.
Right. I mean,
which a lot of people would be pissed.
And I imagine right now, I haven't gone through the Schefter replies yet. I haven't gone through the Bears replies yet. I can't imagine there's a lot of thrilled Chicagoans.
It's crazy because I know Soldier Field isn't the brand spanking new whatever, but still, when you think of the Bears, you think of George Halas and one of the original franchises and Soldier Field and
Mike Singletary.
Right.
Dick Buckus. Oh, yeah.
And now they're going to be in Indiana. Is there anything less impressive than Indiana?
Well,
Northwest Indiana? I don't know.
Pretty good college football season last year.
Man, you're not kidding.
But you know the cool thing about Soldier Field is there's like docks right on the outside of it. It's a pretty cool stadium. With the skyline in the back, too. I mean, Chicago's huge.
Soldier Field is, I don't know, I've never seen a game, but I've been to Chicago many, many times.
Oh, yeah.
This year. Now we have to go this year, right? Week 2?
Week 3.
Is it week 3?
Monday Night Football.
We could broadcast Monday and then Tuesday. I could easily get a studio for us to do.
I put a bug in the ear already.
Okay. You did?
I did.
Yeah, it was thumbs up?
It was noted.
Yeah.
Okay, noted.
It's always noted.
All right, whatever. All right, so check this out. More at stake in 2026. Nick Sirianni or Jalen Hurts. Harry Douglas, former NFLer, said on ESPN radio, talked about what Sirianni has at stake. Who's got more at stake? Whose job's more on the line? I thought Douglas had a very interesting take. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
And a playoff spot. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update brought to you by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your group is unique. You're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call 24-hour victim helpline 877-MAD-HELP. Visit mad.org. For a team to start 9-19 to now be sitting in a wild card spot, maybe it's impressive, maybe not. Still 100 games left to go for this Phillies team. They won 6-4 over San Diego yesterday, sweeping away the Padres. They've got the White Sox on tap this weekend. We spoke to Jim Salisbury of NBC Sports Philadelphia earlier on in the show, talked about his biggest concern with this team.
They still have issues. You know that. They don't hit. The team on base percentage is what troubles me the most. They don't put enough pressure on the opposing pitcher. He has too many easy outs. They don't put enough traffic on base.
You can listen to that full conversation on our website, the Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Eagles have mandatory minicamp beginning next week. A lot of storylines to follow with the new offense, and obviously that new wide receiver room without A.J. Brown following the trade this week. Stanley Cup was evened up at 1 game apiece after the Hurricanes won Game 2 last night. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is tonight. You can hear it live right here on The Fanatic. This update is also brought by Allstate, which you could save on home insurance. With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the
Thank you.
what Ray asked. That's his closing line.
That's funny.
Who's going to drive you home?
The Waymo.
Certainly won't be me.
Yacht Rock Friday here on Middays with Marks, Sean, Ray.
Threw in some cars there for Jim Salisbury's.
Yeah, Jim Salisbury wanted The Cure. Like, now, Jim, that's not Yacht Rock.
The Cars isn't it either, but I like that tune. I'll throw in some tunes from time.
Well, that's an 80s.
Yeah.
We could do an 80s theme during the week at some point. I love that.
Yeah. Now, 80s. Whew. There's some heat coming from the 80s now.
There's a lot.
Tears for Fears.
Yeah, you did Tears for Fears earlier.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Better music, 80s or 90s? I think better quality might be the 80s.
No.
No?
No. Better quality in the 90s, right?
Well, I like 90s better because that's when I grew up.
Well, give me quality. When you say the word quality, what do you mean by that in the 80s? Give me a quality band.
I think as they age, as it ages, the 80s age better than the 90s. Does that make sense? I don't know. I mean, because I like 90s alt. I like 90s raps. I think it's my stuff. But like a song like that right there, that's a classic.
That is a classic. It's a good question. I mean, you look at a band like Limp Bizkit, and they're rejuvenated again, right?
I guess that's my point. You should got Limp Bizkit.
Great. It's great.
All right. So Harry Douglas, because I know when Harry Douglas talks, people listen, chum.
Oh, yes.
Like E.F. Hutton. But Harry Douglas, and you know what you got to do this time of year? You're going to get the quarterback list coming up, but the Eagles are always going to be very talkable because of Jalen Hurts and because of Nick Sirianni. Now, Harry Douglas is talking about what Sirianni has at stake this year. Listen.
If the Philadelphia Eagles don't make the playoffs in 2026, I don't feel like Nick Sirianni is going to be the head coach for 2027. And a lot of people may say, man, that's a stretch, or how could you feel that way? We've been highly successful. What have you done for me lately? The standard isn't just winning the division. The standard is winning a Super Bowl. That's the standard. So if you take a step backwards from a team production standpoint and don't make the playoffs in 2026, myself, Freddie Coleman, we do not believe that Nick Sirianni is going to be the head coach in 2027.
All right, there you go. So I don't think it's a stretch to say that Nick Sirianni would, if they missed the playoffs, he almost got whacked in 2023. That was a real thing. They were considering it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Nick wisely was able to say, here's why you shouldn't do it. I'll hire Kellen Moore. I don't have to run my own offense. He was smart, right? But here's what I'll say to Harry Douglas. If the Eagles were to miss the playoffs in 2020 this year in 2026, there's a much bigger chance that Jalen Hurts is not back as quarterback than Nick Sirianni. Because you know why? What is Nick Sirianni like? Why would? All right, so let me ask you this. Ray, I want your answer on this too. If the Eagles didn't make the playoffs in 2026, and I'm not saying because of if they didn't make the playoffs,
sure.
Of course, if there's big injuries that could happen. Why? Because the offense wasn't good. Because Mannion came in and the offense, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be why they didn't make the playoffs?
Yeah, defense I think is going to be pretty good no matter what. But offense, I can get there. Sure.
Right?
I mean, yeah, most likely is the offense. Could
most
I see
likely.
a world where you didn't fill all the holes defensively and that came back to bite you?
I don't think that's a difference between making the playoffs and not making the playoffs. Their defense is that bad that it costs them a playoff spot?
It does feel like a stretch.
Okay, but to your point, that's a possibility, right? All right. So if we agree the most likely scenario if the Eagles don't make the playoffs is because their offense, it didn't work. Mannion came in and the offense wasn't good. Who pays the price for that? It ain't Nick Sirianni. You know why? He's not an offensive coach anymore. He's the head coach. You're going to blame him because Sean Mannion's offense, it didn't work? It's really not even his department anymore. This is Mannion. They brought in somebody from the outside that does nothing that the Nick Sirianni has ever done. And, of course, he's going to be involved in meetings, game playing, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. How do you fire him? Unless things go toxic or he loses control of the team or he just looks like an idiot, which I don't think is going to happen. He does a pretty good job of managing the team, right? I think it's far more likely that Hurts wouldn't be back if they miss the playoffs.
It's a great question, and it's definitely one that we hopefully don't have to answer because that would mean the Eagles don't make the playoffs this upcoming season. But the only thing I would say is, like, Jalen is still under contract, right? So it's like
there's an out after 2026. When you run out of guaranteed money, that means the cap hits are almost negligible.
Mm-hmm.
And I can look it up right now. But, yeah, even if they were to miss the playoffs, could Jalen Hurts be back? Yeah, of course he could be back.
Sure.
The devil's in the details, as we always say, right?
Of course.
But yeah, like you could move on from Jalen Hurts after next year if you decided that's what you wanted to do.
Look, I think that there is definitely a case to be made for either one. If they miss the playoffs, like you said, Sirianni almost got whacked already. He's not viewed as such as the front office views him by most fans out there, that's for sure. But Jalen, it comes back to him, right? And if this offense struggles, I think you nailed it. Now, again, last year the offensive line was a little banged up. Saquon wasn't able to get it going. So, therefore, if that does take place, then how fair is that to Jalen Hurts as far as throwing the football? Like, this team was drawn up with the idea of run first. Their strength is obviously the offensive line and a guy like Saquon Barkley. Now, it's 2026, 27 in the NFL. You got to be able to throw the football. So, I'm not going to make any excuses here. It would be a really interesting case study after the season was over to dissect, give you that autopsy. But from the surface right here, right now, yeah, I would say Jalen Hurts is probably going to hear it from the fans if they miss the playoffs a little bit louder than Nick Sirianni. It would be probably in the Eagles' cards to look other ways for a quarterback.
Well, I mean, I think everybody would want Sirianni fired. We always wanted the coach fired if you don't make the playoffs. And yeah, there would be loud and proud saying to fire Nick Sirianni. Now, not me, Ray, because I'm a Sirianni guy.
Just you wait.
Look at my bio.
Yeah,
Is it in your bio?
Yeah,
nice.
That's
what. Look, put your name on it.
No, you were away on vacation. I put it in my bio one day. I said, you know what? Today, Sirianni guy in my bio.
Should I put Mannion guy in my bio?
Are you a Mannion guy?
I mean,
Man,
how could you
Sean's
not
here
be?
at all hours of the day.
He works 23 hours a day.
24.
He's the smart.
He works much harder than the head coach.
Doesn't sleep, right?
And if they put the 3 smartest people in that facility in a room, it would be Sean Mannion by himself.
Yeah, did you see Jordan Mailata is absolutely out of his mind. And I know what he brings to the table as far as on the field, but off the field, this dude is probably the most interesting cat.
He sure is.
In the NFL. So they played their hoop day. They had it at St. Joe's, Hawk Hill. And I think Jordan Mailata won the 3-point competition.
Is that what I was seeing, the 3-point shot chunks? I didn't know where I saw a video of a couple guys shooting threes.
They didn't. It wasn't a 3-point competition. It was the you move the ball over. So it's like, okay, there's one ball in the middle of the table.
Okay.
You hit 3 threes, you bump it over.
That's what I saw.
Jordan won that competition
Get
versus
out.
Coach versus Coop versus
I saw Coop and somebody else shooting.
How's this dude got a jump shot? How's Jordan? Did he play basketball over there? Where's he
Ben
from?
Simmons, man.
Yeah, that's right. Australia.
He would say, "I played basketball before, mate."
Yeah, that's what he's.
We had to kind of teach him. I did a weekly with him.
Nice.
We had to kind of teach him to stop cursing on the air because having the, then we have to dump it, then we can't.
Yeah, and it just sounds bad.
Right, then you get muted.
Well, I had Devin Caney on the show a couple weeks ago for Memorial Day, and I asked her which player in Philadelphia sports would you invite to the cookout, and she said Jordan.
Oh,
that's a great answer.
It's a great answer
because he could sing, he could play the ukulele, he'll block your ass. There's a lot to like about Jordan Mailata.
Can he cook?
Can he cook?
Just kind of seems like he could do anything.
I think he could cook. I agree
the
with you.
Mailata cooking show feels like 2 seasons from now.
Okay.
Totally agree with you. Absolutely. He could. All right, Keith in Bucks County. Keith, what do you got? Go ahead.
I think you guys are putting the cart before the horse. First of all, based on the off seasons, there's no way the Eagles are not making the playoffs. They're going to win this division again, probably fairly easily. Their talent level is still the best in the division by far. They're going to win 11 games. They won 11 games last year with a garbage offense. And I'm tired of people saying that Petula wasn't the reason. It is so clear to somebody like me, and I'm no aficionado pro football offenses. He was so overmatched, it wasn't even funny.
Agreed.
And they were players saying at the end of the season they knew what the Eagles' play was before they even ran it.
Yep.
So I think that's a big step forward to get rid of him. Number 2 is I got to agree with what that caller said that you had on tape. I actually think that if their offense is hideous and they don't make the playoffs, I think that Sirianni pays for it, and so does Mannion. They never fire a quarterback in this league. They fire coaches.
Yeah, I mean, not if they don't believe in the quarterback.
I do appreciate that caller's take as far as how predictable that offense was. Remember,
Yeah, Patullo was a major
run,
problem.
throw deep. Run, throw deep.
No motion, no anything. All right, coming up, we're getting flack for our opening conversation. Really?
Oh, yeah, social media, not too thrilled.
Why is that?
Because A.J. Brown's a leak. I don't know if you heard.
Well, we'll discuss coming up next because the story out there of A.J. Brown leaking information to the media is total crap. We'll revisit it coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5. Well, I will not be seeing you at tomorrow night in Manioc.
There's a little chicken fried here now.
And a little bit of chicken fried.
Zach's coming to the Man in
Cold
August.
beer on a Friday night.
Dude.
Oh, a pair of jeans that fits us right.
And the radio up, bro. Zach Brown's coming to the Man. It's going to be unbelievable, John.
Are you going?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And not only am I going, the wife bought these tickets.
So you're not going to be walking home?
No, there will be no walking home. I got a driver.
Okay, good. Yeah. All right. You'll have fun. Listen, man, you have more fun in life than I do. Oh, you do?
I used to. I could look you in the dead in the eye and say, yes, I used to. It hasn't been fun these past few weeks.
No?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's no. There's
marital stuff.
No, there's levels to this because I don't want it being taken out of context. Kids
We wouldn't do that.
Kids are hard. Who would have thought a 1-year-old with a 6-year-old would change things up? Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked. Are you kidding me?
And she's not as frisky as maybe she once was, Sean?
And no, it's not even her. Oh, Kelly.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, Kelly's great. No,
You're not as frisky as you once were.
Yeah. I'm not as agile as I once was. All right. Like now with the 1-year-old and like I can't leave her alone. That starts and ends there. Like remember I used to be like, oh yeah, I'll go out 2-3 hours, watch the game. No, can't leave the house. These kids are crazy.
Oh, so you have been.
Yeah, I gotta be
a little bit more responsible.
Yeah, I've changed up a little bit of the vibe.
You haven't been out forever. We marveled at how much you went out. It was around the tournament.
Now, again, football season's right around the corner, so I'm putting a lot of my eggs into that basket.
All right, so you're
trying to do
the summer, not going to go out as much because once the fall hits, a lot of work.
A lot of work, John.
A lot of events.
A lot of events,
John.
Broadcasts. A lot of everything during football.
A lot of Thursday night football.
Hey now, and Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday, Friday.
Yeah,
Sunday,
Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
That's good. All right, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud.
I'm concerned about you.
I'm still thirsty, Ray.
You're not drinking like you used to.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm still thirsty.
We only have one alcoholic on the show, not two.
It looks better for me if the 45-year-old guy on the show is doing it.
Yes.
Need you to help me out, man.
I learned it from you, Dad.
Yeah, really. Yeah, Ray, you're a bad influence on Sean.
That's it.
Well, that's why I'm no longer the godfather.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're not. You got shot down by the wife. All right, so we started the show. I don't even think they talked about it this morning, which is like it hit me hardcore yesterday. So, and truth be told, I was happy AJ was traded because I felt like that they got good value and you couldn't bring him back. But I really had no bad taste in my mouth from AJ Brown. And then the whole trade thing happened, and then he spoke, and then the podcast and the Patriots carpet or whatever, and then it's heaven and everything else. And I got a bad taste in my mouth with it.
They said I was a diva.
Yeah, he came off as being fake to me and a phony.
Fraudulent.
Okay.
Yep.
And like I know there's a lot of people that did, but I also wasn't tweeting and angry or whatever. I was just like, all right, like he's a little bit of a phony, right? But then so this an aggregator came out yesterday and literally posted fake news. Literally posted fake news in the podcast with Maria Taylor. And I just have to bring it up again so I have the exact thing. And I don't know if this is Dove or whatever robot out there that did this. The story is that A.J. Brown admits to leaking stories to the media. Even that Dan Dakich guy that does an Outkick show says A.J. leaking stories is astounding. A.J. Brown leaks stories, and now I'm not saying, but essentially it's saying that A.J. Brown leaks stories to try to motivate his teammates.
Trey Wingo said that this was unbelievable. Like, these guys know better. I honestly think that they're just out there trying to get, some engagement.
I don't think they are. I think that they're reading something that they've seen 1,000 times, and they're not going to fact check it because they think it's a fact.
That could be the case.
A.J. Brown admitting he was the source of leaks in Philly last year. That's one headline that I'm reading right here.
That's crazy.
And this is Barstool Sports, 46 minutes ago. A.J. Brown admits he was the source of leaks in Philly last year, is the headline, but says he did it for the greater good. Now, to insinuate it's a leak, Ray, what does that mean? Because you're the smartest of the group here. To say it's a leak, what does that mean?
He's saying it in secrecy, anonymously, to have it published, not with his name on it.
He's leaking information. He's saying to Jeff McClain, hey, Jalen Hurts sucks. Hey, Jalen Hurts, nobody likes him. Hey, Jalen Hurts this, right? And the source of this is what? He admitted it during the Maria Taylor interview, during the podcast, right? I saw the headline yesterday and I said, hang on a second. Where's this from? What's the source of it? Because it didn't have a source. It was just like, it was written as this is fact. Again, Barstool Sports, which is, I don't need to explain how big Barstool Sports is.
The number one trending story right now on Barstool Sports.
A.J. Brown admits he was the source of the leaks in Philly last year, but says he did it for the greater good.
Yep.
Written by Jerry Thornton. A.J. Brown, during the podcast, never admitted to anything as far as being a leak to anything. Do we play it now? Here's A.J. Brown. Here's what was actually said. It's a minute 20. Listen closely. Here's what's actually said.
You mentioned the picture that was getting painted. Did you feel as though the picture was making you out to be a villain in some sorts of ways?
I wouldn't say a villain because some of the things that was done, it was done purposely to give us a push. You know, I know if I say something in the media, I know it's gonna propel us to work on it because now everybody's talking about it. You know, so it's like, are we gonna fix it or not? You know, we can't keep saying it. We can't keep saying it's a standard, and we're not trying to truly get better. I'm not saying that we were, but I know if you say what you need to say in the media, which I won't do that anymore, but it gives everything legs and legs to push and to push everybody to be better. Because pressure isn't always a bad thing. It can also be a good thing too. It just depends on how you look at it. And we had guys in the locker room, which was honestly, I felt like it was okay to do because we had guys in the locker room who were men, you know, and it's like, yeah, well, you know, I know I need to do this, I need to do that, including myself.
So you felt like basically some of the things you would say in the media in ways were a strategy in hopes of helping your team become the best version of themselves.
Nothing I ever said was for personal gain. It was always to help this team win and try to be our better self.
Saying in the media. At no point was the word leak involved in any of this. It's when he said that the passing game was the problem with the offense. It's when he said other things that were critical of the offense and the team. He didn't leak anything. He actually said it to the media. Yeah. He's talking about he was trying to motivate his team by saying things in the media to try to motivate the team. Now because of Dove Kleeman, and I'm telling you, this robot on Twitter, here's the tweet. Yikes. New Patriots wide receiver A.J. Brown admitted to leaking stories about the Eagles to the media to motivate the team. Quote, it was done purposely to give us a push. It gives us everything legs to push everyone to be better. I feel like it was okay to do. He wasn't talking about leaking stuff anonymously to the media. And even we put a video out of us talking about it. People in the comments on the video are like, Marks, you're a dummy. Marks, you're effing wrong. Guys, this is what actually happened. A.J. Brown did not admit to leaking anything to the media. Did he leak things to the media? Like you can have that debate. He didn't admit to it. He didn't say this in the podcast. And now it's become fact. There's probably hundreds of thousands of NFL fans and Eagles fans that believe he leaked stuff to the media. Literally. And it didn't happen. This is so dangerous. This is so bad that a robot Twitter account can literally start this entire rumor without anybody realizing it.
Well, again, we're talking about what happened 2 days before that with Craig Carton saying that Hassan Reddick's side piece broke up Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. So just add another log to it.
From an anonymous Twitter account.
Yeah, it's the Wild Wild West. And it's frustrating. I hear it in your voice. But I'm looking at Jason Ashworth, our friend, and he tweeted the same thing you're saying. And there's 40 comments underneath them from last night just ripping them to shreds. You don't know what you're talking about, gaslighting us. What are you talking about? The only thing that I would say, and why did AJ say that he wouldn't do that in New England? Why did he say that? Like,
he's not going to talk to the media about the team in New England. They just acquired him.
Yeah, and he said that looking back, he wished he did some things differently. So
right, like he's not going to say, yeah, and I'll do it in New England. If our offense struggles, I'm going to say it's a passing offense.
Yeah.
He's saying he's not going to do that here.
Gotcha.
They might have had conversations with him like, hey, you can't be using social media to complain.
Well, there's so much. Real quick on this. Because there was another clip that he said one of the things that went wrong was that they put too much pressure on themselves after winning a Super Bowl championship. But in that cut right there, correct me if I'm wrong, he's saying, isn't it a good thing? Pressure's a good thing. I just, you know what, man?
They said I was a diva.
I appreciate you standing up for it because you are right, and I hate the fact that this is what's going to be the big overall topic when A.J. Brown's name is brought up. But I'm so glad he's gone right now, man. I am
too.
I'm just glad he is out.
All right, we'll keep rolling with this. If someone has a contrary opinion, you know our number, 610-632-0975. Davis Honda text line. Leave your name and location, occupation. Same with the voice memo, 610-632-0975. Middays and Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
A weekend with the White Sox. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies, fresh off a sweep of the San Diego Padres, open up a weekend against the Chicago White Sox. Phils with a 6-4 win yesterday. They won all 6 games this season against the San Diego Padres. Find themselves 4 games over 500 for the first time this season, sitting in a wild card spot. We caught up with NBC Sports Philadelphia's Jim Salisbury earlier on in the show. You can catch that conversation one more time on the Fanatic app, our website, or watch it on our YouTube channel. The Eagles have mandatory minicamp beginning next week. Earlier today, Kincade and Salciunas spoke with NBC Sports Philadelphia's Dave Zangaro about the early relationship between Jalen Hurts and Sean Mannion.
I think for Jalen, what it comes down to is he wants to be able to trust the guy in charge of the offense. He wants that guy to have the answers when Jalen has the questions. And so far, Sean Mannion has had those answers for him.
You can listen to that full conversation on our website, the Fanatic app. Stanley Cup Finals even up at 1 game apiece after the Hurricanes won Game 2 last night. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is tonight. You can hear it right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Knicks, where they get 1-0 lead in that series. This update's brought to you by Allstate, which you could save on home insurance. With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union, and the NBA Finals. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic.
I can get down this. I can groove.
Disco ball, Main Street. Can you feel it? Ladies, gentlemen, everybody.
It's going to be on your playlist
Oh,
tomorrow?
yeah, man. Ice cream over there. You can get your ice cream. Get yourself an $8 crush all day long.
Give me tonight. All right. Yacht Rock Friday with Middays with Mark, Sean Brace, Riggedy Ray Dunn.
Riggedy Ray.
Riggedy Ray. Ray last night
Ray.
at the 912 Club.
19.
1912. What did I say? 9. Yeah. 1912 Club. Harry Mays' club. You're doing Quizzo?
Was.
What team won?
It was one guy alone won it.
With his phone?
No. Amazing. Team Divot all the way in the back.
Oh, look at
One-man
you.
band.
Yeah, all the way in the back, see?
Won
Yeah.
by a point.
I could smell this. Cheaters out there.
One by. But did Harry was he just there to
So-
drink?
He was there to play. There might have been a confusion amongst his group of when they needed to be off the course and into the room for Quizzo.
Oh.
They did miss the first round.
Oh.
And, you're scoring up the first round. Just give us the questions now. I run a very ethical Quizzo.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
I'm not holding up my quiz. I did try and give them like 5-10 minutes to get there, show up.
Sure,
and they're like,
sure.
yeah, we're on the 9th green. I was like, yeah, okay, you're not making it.
What's the category? What were the categories?
Last night, we always do first category is always news. So
Okay.
the last month in the news.
There it is. News at noon.
Yeah. It's when I actually tune into the news.
Okay.
So I learn a lot doing that.
Look at
category,
you.
'cause I have no idea.
All right.
Second category is always something rotating. Last night it was parents and pop culture. We're between Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Oh.
So give me the name
Very
of the
nice.
characters.
I like that.
Really?
Yeah. Third one's a this or that, so 50-50 shot. Third round last night was 21st century or not. I give you something that happened. You tell me whether it happened before or after January 1st, 2000.
Whoa. That's a good one.
And the 1912 special is the last round of 5 questions, all 1912 trivia. Things that happened in the year 1912.
Wow, look at you.
Whoa.
Isn't that when we signed the Declaration of Independence?
Yes.
I just learned about that. Yeah, 1876.
No,
I
that was
believe
that was 1876. Sorry.
That's when George Washington came across the Delaware.
That's right.
That's
right.
I thought he came across the Schuylkill. It was the Delaware.
1912. Give me an item from 1912. Yingling get created in 1912?
Oreos.
Oh,
Created in
really?
1912. Yes. Titanic went down 1912.
Wow.
Theodore Roosevelt attempted assassination 1912.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of other things that we've gone through.
All right. Well, so you need to come up with a let's do this on the air where you
See?
do Ray Quizzo.
See, dude, this is what he does.
Yep.
He keeps all his stuff for himself.
Yep.
What
Selfish.
do you mean?
I mean,
Well, I haven't heard any Ray
What,
Quizzo.
you want me to run
Okay.
General Knowledge Tuesday?
Oh,
I was just thinking the same thing. No, but the TV. What was the TV one you had?
Which one?
The pop culture.
The pop culture
Yeah,
parents.
like that.
Yeah.
You know that's right up my alley.
I mean, I could roll through the questions for you at some point coming up.
General Knowledge
That
Tuesday.
sounds like a great idea.
I think we come up with a different name than General Knowledge Tuesday, but you know,
I think we probably should.
I like where your mind's.
I think
Yeah.
that one's copyrighted.
But even if you took one of your categories and you went through it, I love this kind of stuff.
that's
That's great.
Fun. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. I like putting together.
Sean and I used to do a Quizzo night.
Yeah.
Where did we do it? It was at the Piazza.
Correct.
In Northern Liberties. I forget the name of the
not
spot.
far from me.
Yep. And we used to do it. I forget what night. It's when I lived in the city.
It was a Monday night.
Was it a Monday?
Always a struggle to get people to come out on a Monday night, no matter where you're at. But we made the most of it.
Yeah, we had some loyal people that came
Oh
out.
yeah.
There you go.
I just turned around when Harry said Ray, and I just saw a camera in my face, and I was like, Johnny Mark's getting a text.
Hey,
tonight.
Ray.
I didn't put it out on social media, though. I just.
Yeah, no.
No, but you know what Harry said? You know what Harry said about you? I'll release it right now.
Oh.
He said he does a really good job and people really like him.
Yeah.
And I
It's a
said,
great
yeah.
club. It's a good group of people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're very
1912.
You fit
agreeable.
right in, Ray.
Great crew.
All right. Before we get back into the AJ stuff, Mike's calling from Clearwater, Florida. Mike, hello. How are you?
Hey guys, what's happening?
What's up,
happening,
Mike?
boys?
Happy Friday, buddy.
Yo, man, Happy Friday is right. I didn't really want to talk about the Phillies, but I just want to give you guys a compliment. John, Sean, Ray, you guys mix it up so well with humor, sports, Yacht Rock Friday, like all that is so good. I just want to give you guys a compliment, a shout out. Even my two sons, Michael 24, Valentino 20, they're like, when we're looking at each other, like, hey Ray, we use that line all the time. It's so You guys crack us up.
I appreciate
Ray,
that.
Like, yo, man, for real, Ray, you're the man. You have.
See, everybody
I don't
loves
know if
Ray.
you got an old soul. Yo,
He does
got
have an old soul. He
for
does.
his age.
You know what? You know what it is? It's his family. That's where it comes from. I'm telling you. But he does have an old soul for sure. He does. You would think that he's closer to our age than being
How
20.
about that?
You're 26 now, right? He's not. He is not a current 26.
No, he's not a normal 26.
No.
Like my son's 24, and I'm like, nah, Ray's way more mature. But you guys are great, man. You guys make me laugh. My sons laugh. I'm down here in Clearwater, but originally from Philly, and just want to give you guys a shout out.
Thank you. Where
I was tight.
How far away from you from the ballpark? We're in Clearwater.
8 minutes. 8 minutes. Yeah. Like we go. I do tile work, so there's a floor and decor in the parking lot. So I'm there like 8 minutes away from me. But you guys, I'm telling you, like I was tight with the Cuss Show and Mike Miss and all, but when you guys started coming on, I'm like, wow, they really mixing it up like in a different way. So I appreciate it, man.
We appreciate you, Mike. Thanks for listening,
Mike.
buddy. Call again soon.
If I ever need tile work in Clearwater, I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I would love to live in Clearwater. Clearwater was just.
Now, would you call it Clearwater?
No, Clearwater.
Did you call it Clearwater? Are you a water guy, Ray?
Water.
Yeah, Clearwater.
My mom's a big water gal.
You get everything you want in Clearwater. It's perfect. It really is.
Well, Clearwater what? Clearwater Beach? Clearwater.
Well, you do get Clearwater.
Because there's also a lot of strip malls with, tattoo parlors and
the surf gear, all that. Yeah, surf style.
Surf style in Clearwater Beach.
Yeah.
No, believe me, I could definitely see myself living in that area.
We had an
retiring.
Airbnb, and it was just like if this was my house. It wasn't anything crazy. I had a pool in the back. You got to have a pool if you live in Florida, even if you live next to the beach. That's how I would operate.
Just got to keep the gators out if you're.
Well, this Airbnb was perfect. Like I pitched it to the wife. I'm like, come on, let's go. Yeah, you never know. Florida might happen. It might not. I think South Carolina's got a better chance, to be honest with you. I really do.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got to get some warm weather when I get a little older.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It'll happen at some point. All right, Ray. What are people chiming in on the text line? I know I was reading reading a lot of comments on our Instagram post based on what we put out there earlier. I don't understand why people are so angry and why they can't see what we're saying in the video.
Oh, I got an idea.
Yeah, I think it's because people want to hate him.
Yep. That's it.
And this is a very convenient way to hate him.
So it doesn't matter what we're saying. It's no, you're wrong. He is this SOB.
And we're not defending the action of what he was saying to the media. We're just telling you that what you're reading and what people are mad at him about is not what you should be mad at him about for. He
didn't leak anything to the media. The insinuation is that he was talking to Diane Orsini. He was giving stuff to Jeff McClain. He was anonymously putting stuff out there because that's leaking. You don't leak stuff when you're speaking to the media. That's what he was talking about. He even like how about this? If he did leak things to the media, he didn't admit that, which is what's being reported. If you say he didn't leak stuff to the media, knock yourself out. This is a bigger issue to me that it has nothing to do with A.J. Brown. It's just that I noticed this happen because I know he didn't say it. This has nothing to do with A.J. Brown. When whatever aggregator, the Dove Kleeman or whoever, puts up a post that's wrong, that's factually wrong, and then puts up an edited video that still doesn't say he leaked anything, and then everybody goes with it. Barstool Sports has an entire post written by Jerry Thornton that says A.J. Brown leaked stories to the media to try to motivate his team. You can't have that. You can't have it. And that's what's happening. You want to hate A.J. Brown, hate A.J. Brown. Now, and this is the thing that's unfair to A.J. Brown. Now there's so many people that actually believe he did this. What would your reaction be if I told you that A.J. Brown leaked stories to the media?
Furious.
He's a real POS.
Yep.
Like, what do you mean? And then you want to be traded? And that's the comments that you see because there's very few people out there that can read between it and say, you know what? He actually didn't say this. This is all crap. And it's all crap. It really is. And it's getting picked up more and more and more. I'm emailing Florio right now, and I'm saying, dude, you gotta write something about this. This is right up his alley. We sent it to Awful Announcing. We're hoping somebody at Awful Announcing puts it up there because it's like this isn't like a true media type thing. This is what they write about. There's a post put up by some friggin' robot on Twitter that isn't even a real person, and then everybody just goes with it. No fact checking. You're like, oh, A.J. Brown did this. Okay, this is what he did. And now there's real outlets that are actually having debate. Didn't Shannon Sharp talk about it on his podcast last night? Jesus.
Yep. There's a lot of big-time people. We talked about Trey Wingo. He ran with it. Shannon Sharp, that podcast, all those viewers. Yeah, look, does AJ take any fault with this? Maybe he should choose his words a little bit differently, make a little clearer.
The word leak was never mentioned.
So here's the thing about this.
That's fair.
That's driving me nuts with this whole storyline. How you felt about A.J. Brown prior to this podcast, or how you feel about A.J. Brown coming out of that podcast, really shouldn't be all that different with regards to how he handled himself in front of the media here in Philadelphia. How he handled himself in front of the media should not be changed by what he said on this podcast. Because you either for it, the way he was going to the media, talking about the offense, hanging out with Jenky Rondo on Twitch.
Jenky Rondo.
Using me but not using me, the Instagram, the Blue Sky, LinkedIn, wherever he was throwing up the post, however he was utilizing both the media and social media, how you feel about how he handled his business here should not be changed because he did not admit to doing anything different than what he did throughout his entire time here. You could be mad at the guy for a lot of reasons. You should not be mad at the guy specifically for leaking things to the media because that's not the takeaway of this podcast. There's a lot you could take from it. Him saying that he didn't ever do something for his personal gain, you could go right ahead. Have an absolute ball at being angry at him over that. You can say, hey, maybe it's best instead of using the pressure of the outside media for your team, maybe handle that one within closed doors. You could have all types of problems with it. It's the fact is it seems like people have had a shift in the way they appear to really resonate with him and understand where he's coming from because of this podcast when he never admitted to doing anything different than what he did before. I'm mad with A.J. Brown. Not for this.
Nope.
Not for leaking things.
Nope. It didn't happen. All right, well, people will continue to argue with me and say that it actually did happen, even though it didn't happen. It's crazy. All right, do we have a weekend watch list, Sean Brace?
You're darn right, baby.
Real fast. Your chance to win.
Weekend watch
I'm sorry. Flyer in the envelope coming up at 1:30.
With Sean Brace.
Oh, yeah. Why such a pregnated pause?
Tell them about the flyer in the envelope, though, John Marks.
1:30, we have a Mark Recchi signed puck. We're putting a flyer in the envelope, and we're going to have that flyer on the phone. All right, here's Sean Brace.
All right, let's do it. Weekend watch lists. And, of course, we got to open up with what's taking place this evening. NBA Finals Game 2. Knicks looking to make it 13 straight in San Antonio, 8:30 on ABC. The Spurs fighting to earn that split, of course. Here's the wild part, John Marks. You ready for this one?
Sure.
This is the first time the Knicks have held a lead in the NBA Finals since June 17th. 1994, the same day when O.J. Simpson hit the California freeway in the white Bronco. The Knicks are betting favorites at -142. Bring home the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Only one game in, though. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was my high school graduation. I didn't graduate because I failed 11th grade.
Oh, no.
But I would have graduated on the night that O.J. was, I remember sitting at home waiting to go to the graduation and watching it.
What did who was it?
Al Cowlings.
And he was like, I got OJ in the car.
Yeah, what did he say? He said, you know who I am, damn it.
That's what it was.
It's AC. For Al Cowlings. And then they went to the residence, and that's when Mr. Higgins called in, which was really a Howard Stern caller.
Wow.
Because Mr. Higgins was claiming to be watching OJ in the back of the Bronco.
That's right.
And he said he was drinking orange juice, and he was very, very scared because there's cops all over here. And then he said, in a ba-ba booey to y'all.
Unbelievable.
And Peter Jennings didn't know what that meant.
Yes.
And then Al Michaels came busting in and said, that was a farcical phone call.
A farcical.
That's what he said.
Listen, I mean, the memory on this dude, it's just impressive.
I don't remember last week, but I remember
There
that.
you go.
While we're talking about the finals real quick, last time the Knicks lost the game, Rob Thompson was the manager of the Phillies.
Hey, now. All right, we roll on, though. College baseball just getting started right now, and it is the road to Omaha, Sweet 16. 8 best-of-3 Super Regional matchups. Of course, we got the College World Series fast approaching. 4 start today, 4 start tomorrow, and we are watching West Virginia and Cal Poly. I'm all mountaineered up. I'm ready to go. Mike Gansey's going to be on the show on Monday. New president of basketball operations for the Sixers. He's a mountaineer. Let's go WVU. Over to the NHL, boys and girls. Hurricanes and Golden Knights all locked up at 1 apiece. Of course, last night was a thriller in overtime. How about this one? As the series moves to Vegas, the Canes are a perfect 6-0 on the road this postseason. Yeah, they did some work here in Philadelphia. We remember that very well. Vegas enters Game 3 as a slight minus 112 favorite. Ray, coming to you, my friend. We got a U.S. men's national team friendly taking on Germany tomorrow. Ray, where are you going to be tomorrow?
Live casino and Hotel Philadelphia Sports and Social.
2 p.m. Ray gets the party started. U.S. men's national team in Germany at 2:30. Oh, by the way, hey, ladies, they're in action tomorrow, too, as well. 5:30, U.S. women's national team.
How about that?
There you go. And finally, let's go ahead and hit this one time. The Belmont Stakes. Saturday night, 7:04 p.m. on Fox, wrapping up the 2026 Triple Crown. Final chance to cash a ticket, and looking forward to it. Just been watching, obviously, no Triple Crown. But bottom line is it's the final one of the 3 big races, and always a sad feeling because it just feels like yesterday that the Kentucky Derby was taking place. Anyways, that's your weekend watch list. Of course, the Phillies and the White Sox. You know, the Phillies won 96 games last year. White Sox only won 60. You guys know their records right now?
I don't.
Tied 33-29.
Is that right?
With 100 games remaining.
But didn't the White Sox were taking on player salary because they had such a low payroll and they were getting prospects in return? They were doing the Sam Hinkie style thing. I didn't realize that they were actually because it was at Murakami that they signed and he's hurt now. That was a hell of a signing.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it's good for the Phillies, but if you're, paying the price of admission, you would like to see, obviously, the best players out there, and he is one of those guys that could go yard. We'll see what happens there. Anyways, the Fightins tonight at 6:40 p.m., Lizardo on the mound, minus 186 favorite here against Anthony Kay and the White Sox, all on DraftKings Sportsbook. That's your weekend watch list.
Do you remember Francesa, Mike Francesa up in New York, WFAN? He used to dedicate his entire Friday show before Belmont. He would talk about horse racing for 4 hours.
Him and Jody Mack.
Jody's a huge horse racing fan. Your boy Rob Cherry, he gives picks on horse racing too.
Yeah, and they all lose. Like horse racing is like the toughest thing to do because you know why? The cliche is you're always one horse off. That's the reality. You're always one horse off.
You're betting on a horse. Oh, yeah. That's why. I mean, think about it, right? At least with a player, I can be like, all right, like you're talking about, it's a horse.
I love the, what's the use of the bathroom before? What does that indicate? Oh, there's something there. I know there's somebody bets on the angle of whether or not you've seen it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Woo, we just had a grand slam in that West Virginia game. Quick thought on Mike, though. I remember one of the first times he came in, and I remember he gave his, Kentucky Derby picks in Jody Mack's voice.
He would do it every year. And then he would always say, my father, general manager of the Mets. I like the number 7 horse. Yeah, Jody, I never took Jody's horse racing picks. Obviously, he knows more horse racing than me because I know none.
Yeah.
But no, so Mutt of Barstool Sports is a huge horse racing guy.
All right.
And Maniac Malloy actually he's a real fan of
he lives
horse
at
racing.
at Parks with the horse track. Yeah.
He does. But he knows his horse racing. And I don't.
We're going to be at Parks next week.
Can you bet down tomorrow at Live Casino? Can you bet down there?
Yeah. Got a FanDuel Sportsbook right there?
Next Thursday, we're going to be at
Damn
Parks.
right.
That's right, Bet Parks. That's right.
Yep.
How about that, as somebody once said? Coming up. So listen, you can get in right now or you can wait if you want, but we play Flyer in the Envelope, right? You know how we play Flyer in the Envelope? Sean, you know how we play Flyer in the Envelope?
Oh, yeah.
We're putting a Philadelphia Flyer in the envelope. Could be a current player, could be a former player. You're going to call in 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. So you ask a yes or no question. Like, Sean, let's role play here for a second.
Oh, I love role play.
All right, Sean on a cell phone. Sean, what's your question?
Hi. Is this flyer in the envelope a defenseman?
No, I don't want to answer that question. Yes, he's the defenseman. That's what you do. That narrows it down.
Are you telling me this flyer in the envelope coming up 130 is a defenseman?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay,
Yeah.
we connected the dots.
Right. I'm correct, right? Yeah. So you just helped out.
Nice.
So that's what you do. You narrow it down and then you give a guess. All right. If you get it right, you win. We have a Mark Recchi signed puck as we're promoting. It's really, really cool what they have going on next weekend with the Flyers alumni. We'll talk about that coming up next. But get in right now, 610-632-0975. Flyer in the envelope. It's coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Hey, listen, let's talk about my hair. Let's talk about your hair. Let's talk about hair. And I'm not talking about Sean's rat tail. I'm talking about Morgenstern Hair Restoration. So today's hair restoration, right? I know you might think, when you think hair restoration, you're thinking of the old commercials where the guy with the almost looks like he's wearing a toupee, gets out of the pool and the hair looks good or whatever. That's not what we're talking about, because prevention is a big part of hair restoration today, all right? You don't get to where you're completely bald, right? So because if you lost a lot of hair, I lost hair, I got a hair transplant, right? But you can stop it before it gets bad with topical treatments, medications, non-invasive options that are designed to help you keep the hair that you already have so you don't have to lose it. You can keep it. And that's where you go matters, and that's why you go to Morgenstern Hair. More than 30 years of experience in hair restoration. That's what makes all the difference. They've been there, done that. They know everything that works, and that's why I go there. That's why I went there. That's why 15 years ago I said, hey, I need my hair back. Morgenstern Hair Restoration. 3 locations in Pennsylvania: Bala Cynwyd, Wayne, Lancaster. 610-831-HAIR. 610-831-HAIR. It's morgensternhair.com. Morgan with an E. morgensternhair.com. Complimentary consultation. You call, you say, I hear Johnny Marks talking about you all the time, and they answer the questions and question the answers. I'm telling you, they're really your advocate. They're not going to have you come in and be like, oh, yeah, here you go. You need a hair. Nope. They know you're going to be a customer, and you're going to keep coming back to keep your hair. 610-831-HAIR. morgensternhair.com.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Weekend with the White Sox. I'm Ray done with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies welcome the White Sox to town this weekend after a 3-game sweep of the San Diego Padres. They swept Padres in the season series, winning all 6 games, and the Phillies now 4 games over 500 for the first time this season in a wild card spot after 62 games played. Jim Salisbury of NBC Sports Philadelphia joined us earlier today, talked about still the biggest concern for him with this team.
They still have issues. You know that. They don't hit. The team on base percentage is what troubles me the most. They don't put enough pressure on the opposing pitcher. He has too many easy outs. They don't put enough traffic on base.
You can listen to that full conversation with Jim Salisbury on our website, the Fanatic app, or watch it back on YouTube. The Eagles have mandatory minicamp beginning next week as they begin to turn the page from the A.J. Brown saga. Stanley Cup Finals evened up at a game apiece after the Hurricanes win last night. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is tonight. You can listen to it right here on 97.5. The Fanatic will have live coverage for you with that one. This update is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes, better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. Comrades on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union, and the NBA Finals. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic.
The Yacht Rock?
This was a song on the playlist to send a tribute out to A.J. Brown.
They said I was a diva.
Remember we were talking about earlier? I figured coming down the home stretch of the show.
That's good.
We'll send a shout out to the week that was.
All right, we are back. It is Middays with Marks. Brace right done. So just keep this in mind. FlyersAlumni.net. There's a lot going on next weekend with the Flyers alumni, and we'll tell you about all that coming up in a second. But we're talking about a full hat trick of 3 days of events. And we have somebody that will be participating in that on the line right now. So to celebrate that and to give away a Mark Recchi signed puck, we're going to play Flyer in the Envelope. So now's the time to get in if you haven't already dialed. 610-632-0975. The gentleman on the phone is who is in the envelope.
I like that.
You ask a yes or no question. We answer, you give your answer, and then bang, the first person on the air that gets the correct Flyer in the envelope, or Flyer on the phone, actually, Sean, wins it. All right? Kabish, makes sense?
It makes a lot of sense. I want to check that documentary out, the Flyers versus the Russians. It was the 50th anniversary of that 4-1 win at the Spectrum.
How about that?
And they got that new documentary that everybody was there, including our guest, our Flyer on the phone. I believe he was in attendance, too.
That would be a question.
Were you?
And I don't believe he was there to answer your question.
Yeah, well, there you go.
No, in fact,
I meant like at the viewing, not actually in the game.
Oh, I thought you were talking about he was playing in the game. No. All right, 610-632-0975. Brandon in South Philly. Brandon, what's your question?
Going first, before, during, or after the Legion of Doom era?
Yes or no question?
Okay. Is he a big or a little D-man?
Yes or no question? Is he a big defenseman, which is kind of, I would say he's a big defenseman. Yes.
All right, I'm going Chris Therien.
Chris Therien, incorrect.
You want the back of his card? 6'3", 229.
Yep. All right. That's a big defenseman. 610-632-0975. A yes or no question. Joe in Swedesboro. Joe, what's your question?
Did he play in the 90s?
He did play in the 90s. He didn't play for the Flyers in the 90s, but he did play in the 90s.
Oh, shoot. Let's go with
3 seconds.
Eric Desjardins.
Eric Desjardins, who didn't play for the Flyers in the end. No.
That's a hell of a career you had, though, man. Wow.
610-632-0975. Our phones may be down, Ray. Let's go to Andy in Lambertville. Andy, what is your question?
My question is, does this defenseman have a famous elder family member that played in the NHL?
He does not, no.
Son of a gun. Let's go with...
Mark Howe.
Yeah, no, that was... but so let's go with... how about that Jimmy Watson?
Jimmy Watson, incorrect.
Not Randy.
All right, 610-632-0975. Sean, do you want the signed autograph puck?
I do, and I have a question. How about we ask, did he play on the Stanley Cup final team for the Flyers?
He did. Oh. Would you have a guess?
Oh.
610-632-0975.
Well, that narrows it down.
610-632-0975. This is for a Mark Recchi autographed puck. Mo is in Horsham. Mo, what's your question?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
What up?
Is he considered a legendary Flyer?
Which is more of an opinion than a question. I would consider him a legendary Flyer.
You're damn right.
Is it Keith Primo?
Is it Keith Primo, who did not play defense and did not play in the 80s? No.
Great guess. Other than that.
Again, it's established already that he's a defenseman and he played in the 80s during the Stanley Cup team. 610-632-0975. Mike in Plymouth meeting. Mike, what's your question? Let's try. And this is what I'm saying, when everybody calls at once, it shuts down our phone lines. William in Cheltenham. William.
It really does.
William, what's your question?
Yeah. Is his last name start with a P?
Does his last name start with a P? It does not.
That's a first.
Huh.
3 seconds. All right, that's more than 3 seconds. Colin in Gilbertsville. Colin, help us out. What's your question?
Is it Chris Pronger?
Without a question, Chris Pronger, who did not play in the 80s with the Flyers.
He was not on that Stanley Cup final team. No, he was not.
Flyer on the phone must be laughing listening to this. Tom in Lansdale. Tom.
Pronger is my guess. I'm going to say 3 men who have never been in my kitchen.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Chris and Delco. Chris, what's your question?
I don't have a question. Going right to guess. Paul Coffey.
Is it Paul Coffey who played with the Flyers in the 90s and not in the 80s when we're talking about? Incorrect. You did get the defenseman part correct.
You damn right.
Doug in Haddonfield. Doug, what's your question?
Hey, did this player wear number 2?
Did this player wear number 2, Ray? No.
All right, we're going to go Kim Janssen.
Kim Janssen. Incorrect. Justin in Flowertown. Justin.
Did this player wear a helmet?
This player did not wear a helmet.
Is it Brad Marsh?
Is it Brad Marsh? Are you Brad Marsh? We have a winner! Congratulations. Brad Marsh joins us right now. The Flyer on the phone and the envelope. Brad.
Well, how we doing, everybody? Holy moly, I was just, that's the old saying, gone but not forgotten, but we'll have to change that, gone but forgotten.
No, Brad, no, definitely not.
Anyhow, there's some good guesses there. Paul Coffey, Chris Pronger, holy doodle.
Yeah, but see, like, so people, Brad, people don't know. It could be somebody that played last year. It could be somebody that played a long time ago. There's really a lot of people that it could be. They're just not listening to the answers that they're being given.
Yeah.
Because we knew you played in the 80s. How are you?
That was, I'm doing good, thank you. Doing very good.
We had the Flyers Alumni Charity Classic Weekend, second year that we're doing this, a full 3-day hat trick of events. So it's next weekend. Starts Saturday, June 13th. Pickleball tournament at Bounce Pickleball Club in Malvern. That starts at 11 o'clock. Sunday is a walk, run, and ride event in Conshohocken. And then the Golf Classic is Monday at DuPont Country Club in Wilmington, Delaware. Spots are limited, but there are a few left. FlyersAlumni.net. All right, who's the number 1 seed in the pickleball tournament? Are you a pickleball player, Brad?
No, that would be Mr. Paul Homer.
Homer is.
And, he's a avid pickleball player. And the tournament is cool because, the people that signed up, they get to play with and against an alumni because we just rotate everybody through. And so it's a heck of a lot of fun. And we get to smash on the alumni and all that stuff. So it's a great day. And then the walk, run, and ride the next day is a fabulous event because you can walk or run with many of the alumni through the streets of Conshohocken.
That's right. Nothing better than that. Now, give us the roster is deep, as they say. Who else would be representing a great Flyers organization out there, Brad? Who can we expect to see?
Well, we'll have about 55 guys coming to the tournament, and we got Mark Recky's coming, and I should say coming to the Classic. Mark Recky's coming. John LeClaire will be there. Billy Clement from the Stanley Cup team. Joe and Jimmy Watson. Brian Boucher. Coffee.
Wow.
And Chris Terrian. I heard his name mentioned in the envelope game there. And so we have a good lineup. And then what's really cool is Howie, another one from the envelope game. Howie will be there, but Talk's going to join us on Sunday in Conshohocken.
Nice.
Run and ride. And I said to him, "You're not coming as the Flyers coach. You're coming as an alumni." So he'll be our newest alumni from a participation standpoint because he's always been coaching in the league. He doesn't have a chance to come back, so now he's here. So he's going to come out on Sunday and as an alumni, and so he'll be number 1 target with the alumni jokes and the barbs and all that kind of stuff.
Brad Marsh, Flyers legend, joins us here as the Flyers Alumni Charity Classic Weekend. Again, register FlyersAlumni.net and it is next weekend and all those events. It's amazing. More information, FlyersAlumni.net. Just mentioned Rick Tocchet. So, Brad, when you were with the Flyers in the 80s, you were a grizzled veteran. And then Toc comes in as this hotshot, good-looking rookie, got the mullet, driving the sports car and everything. Are you did you see him being a head coach when in his early days? What was Toc like early in his career?
He was the same early in his career as he was the same at the end of his career, as the same attitude, the work ethic that he takes to coaching wherever he was coaching over the years. And no, you never really see it because you're just teammates. You're just playing the game. And real neat twist to that '84 team when Toc made the team. We had 7 guys under the age of 21. Murray Craven, Rick Tocchet, the Sutter brothers, and Derek Smith, Peter Zezel. I'm forgetting somebody. But anyhow, we had a young team, and it was just such a great dressing room. You mentioned me as a seasoned, grizzly old veteran. I was 27 years old, so I was still young as well. And so we were just, it was a great group. And, so many of your listeners follow so many of the professional sports. And, a team, you can just see a team that's successful. Yes, you obviously have to have talent. But when the team gels together and plays together, and they have each other's back, that means so much during a regular season, but it means so much more during the playoffs. And those teams in the 80s under Mike Keenan, and we were a good group with Davey Poulin being the captain and Howie and myself, the assistant captains. But we had such a great group. It was wonderful.
What was that? What was playing for Keenan like?
Well, you either loved him or hated him, and
or both.
Or both. They're somewhere in the middle. But I played a lot. He liked playing 4 defensemen, which is great if you're one of the 4 defensemen. And so I didn't have a problem because I played lots, for Mike. But I can certainly understand. We all had different issues with Mike at sometimes during one's career. But if you look at me and even other players, I had my best years. I really come of age as a player, a National Hockey League player. Yes, I played in the NHL, but I became a better NHL player under Mike Keenan. And but it was funny. We had a reunion, the 50th anniversary reunion of the Flyers franchise, and we had a big alumni game. We invited Mike back for it, and the guys from those 80 teams and Mike, we all ended up in one of the many party rooms. Man alive, did we rip him a new you know what? Oh, we were just, and he loved it. He loved it. We were just giving it to him. And remember this? You said this. You did that. Blah blah blah. But he loved it. And yes, there's a lot of players that perhaps didn't like him. Maybe that's a little too strong. But in retirement, it's all in good fun. And he was doing what he thought he had to do to make the team win.
Man, he had some success for sure. So, Brad, we actually had the person that guessed, and I figured this was going to happen. When they thought it was you, they're going to ask the helmet question. So, players in the NHL, for people that don't know this, if you played in the NHL before June 1st, 1979, you were grandfathered in to where you didn't have to wear a helmet. You elected not to wear a helmet for your entire career. Is that correct? And what was the thinking behind that?
Well, when I broke into the league, I wore a helmet in junior. But when I broke into the league, most players did not wear a helmet. And if you wore a helmet, you kind of had the name chicken shit. You know what I mean? And, did I just get beeped? I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll roll with it. You're funny.
It's not the first time you've been beat before, Brad.
Yeah. And so, but anyhow, the big thing is I wanted to be like my idols when I watched, the Toronto Maple Leafs. I grew up in London, Ontario, and Toronto was my team. So I wanted to be like Bobby Bond and Alan Stanley and Tim Horton and, these hard-nosed defensemen that didn't wear a helmet. I wanted to be like them. And so I didn't wear a helmet. I did have a concussion while I was with the Flyers, and I wore one for, the remainder of the season that year. But then I took it off the following year because, an ironic fact, like I had the helmet on. It was like open season. I'd never been hit so many times with, hits from behind, dirty checks, high sticks, and So I took it off, and didn't get hit anymore because there was a respect there, you know.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, some of my first memories of the Flyers was you, because you stood up because you didn't wear the helmet, right? You're out there skating around playing a lot. I know Craig McTavish later on in the 90s with the Flyers didn't wear a helmet, which is crazy to think. But, yeah, you guys were the Warriors back in the day.
Yeah, and a funny side note to that, me and Craig McTavish, we grew up playing minor hockey together in Southwest London, and actually I'm I got an old picture from those days up in my wall here, and I'm looking at Craig McTavish right now. And, we played minor hockey all the way up Southwest London Bobcats. And he had a great career. And yes, he was technically the last player that did not wear a helmet. A number of us retired in 92, so a bunch of us, I guess we'll say, tied for second.
Well, Brad, awesome stuff to have you on here. And, of course, the Conquer Conchi has my eyes on it. So I plan on getting on over to FlyersAlumni.net and signing up and joining all the festivities next weekend. One more time for the people, what can they expect to take place next weekend with the Flyers alumni?
Well, it's just going to be a heck of an effort, as all your listeners know. The alumni here, the Flyer alumni, we're a pretty special group. We do a lot of events, and that enables us to donate a lot of money back to local charities. And we have some very special initiatives of our own that we support. And the guys just love participating. They love meeting the fans, talking with the fans. And once again, you come out, you can walk with Joe and Jim Watson. You won't get a word in edgewise for 5 kilometers through the streets of Conshohocken. But where else can you do that? And I'll be in the Conquer Conchi. I'm a bike rider, so I actually just bought a new bike, so I'm going to be fast.
Let's go, baby.
14th.
Nice.
And but you could go to FlyersAlumni.net and click on it if you're going to sign up. Join the Ides of Marsh. That's my team I got there, Ides of Marsh. And or you can join. Joe's got a team. It's called Thundermouth, so go figure that one out. You can join Thundermouth's team. But no, it's a heck of a lot of time, and I'll tell you what. For the pickleball and the walk run, the golf tournament's sold out, but for the pickleball and walk run, there's still lots of spots available. So please come on out, have a great day with some of your Flyer favorites from past years, and you'll help us continue all the great stuff that we do.
Marshy, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to talk to you. We'll see you soon.
Okay, John, Sean, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. There he is, Brad Marsh.
The man. Yeah, we struck up a friendship there, I say, Ray, when Ray and I were live at Xfinity Mobile for the Flyers and Canes game, and Brad stopped by, and, man, I'll tell you what, he let it fly on the microphone. It was awesome.
He is fantastic.
But when he said it was going down to Conchi, I'm like, I forgot about it last year. Yes, I'm in. So,
and when we promoted this event at our Flyers show that we did, I'd said there's spots in the golf tournament right now. Tomorrow they won't be there. So if you want to play in this golf tournament, you got to get it now. And of course, it's sold out.
Gone.
But the other stuff's great.
Yeah.
And the Conshohocken thing it's great. And that's Saturday.
Yeah, and apparently there's like an after party.
No, that's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Walk, run, ride event. So you can do it all.
Yeah, you can do it all. 10K, 5K.
9 a.m.
But at the same time, I think there's an after party too that gets a little fun from what Brad told us.
All right.
Yeah.
What I heard.
That's why I was like, I'm in.
That's in. Yeah, Ray's in for that.
Sold.
All right. There you go. Yeah, Marsh was, he was, again, my first memories of the Flyers were I like Pelle Lindbergh, Bob Froese, and those teams. But then you have a young Ron Hextall. But Marsh was always the guy, because he had said, and I guess I never really thought about it, or I wasn't following that closely, that he played all the time. You're talking about the one guy that doesn't have a helmet. Guess who's going to stand out to you when you're watching the Flyers as a kid? The guy that has dark hair and doesn't wear a helmet.
The back of his hockey card, it says established NHL single-season record by playing in 83 games in 81-82. So he played in 83 games.
Was he traded?
It's something.
He was.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's what happened.
Calgary to Philly.
There you go.
There you go.
How, as Ray would say.
How about that?
There you go.
All right. Ray, what are you doing this weekend? Tomorrow, 2 to 4?
2 to 4, live casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Come on down, Fanatic FC. Gonna have a great time. U.S. men's national team friendly going on at 2:30. The burger
Nice.
down there was fantastic last week.
Was it?
I'm hungry for it right now.
The burger.
I can see now. Can you eat during the broadcast?
I can, especially when you had pre-recorded a 10-minute hit with someone.
Look at you.
So I can't.
Oh.
I have to eat before.
How's the Nate deal? The
Or
90
after.
the 90 with Nate.
90 with Nate. Looking forward to the second running of it. I don't know what he's got for me tomorrow, but very informative.
Did you coach him? Did you critique the first one?
We got some coaching going on.
I'm excited to
Working
hear
on.
that.
I'm not. I'm not gonna lie and be like I'm interested in anything. They put a guy up on the screen in a phone call. I put some guy up that wanted to talk about some event for soccer that was coming up that you had to pay to get into, and I'm like, yo, dude, like we were cooking on AJ Brown getting traded, and it's like, yeah, let me go to this guy that wants to promote his event at some bar where he can make money.
Nate looks like he's ready to take the pitch right now.
Negative, Nate. He did. You know, he had a Ronaldo jersey on in there.
Tell me who's got better thighs than Nate.
Negative, Nate. He's got muscular thighs, and he wears the meat shorts, the thigh meat shorts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, they're half Daisy Dukes. Connor does the same thing. By the way, Connor's coming up.
How about that?
Yeah, Connor is coming up.
In for
How
Bill.
about that?
And I didn't see if he was wearing the Daisy Duke shorts or but he normally wears the thigh meat shorts.
Did you notice that Connor's not wearing a backwards hat? He's on TV, baby. Let's go.
He also said it's not 4 a.m. when he's rolling out of the house, which is a good point. But yeah, he's on TV. Oh, he's got the hair slicked back.
Slick back,
you
ready
know
to
that
go.
message was sent to Garage to make sure it's on every television in there this
Oh,
afternoon.
he said he's going down Wildwood afterwards. But I would think that you would want to roll in the garage. Well, he'll be first time he can get there. He's going to go in there, big star. Love it. All right. Well,
hey man, fun week.
Yeah, good week.
Yeah, great.
Good week. We'll be back Monday. Everybody have a safe weekend, please. I have a softball game tonight. I'm going to dinner with the old lady tomorrow night.
Oh, look at you, little night out of town.
Made the reservations on my own.
Wow.
Taking the initiative. There you go.
You want credit for that?
Yes. I want the debit. I want the ledger. All right, Connor's coming up next with Ricky Bo. See you.